It's Saturday, baby.
Everyone, welcome back to Saturday Night Sellswords. This week, we have round 3 with Duncan and his forces. All right, so we will pick up from the scrying attempt.
All right, 2 hours.
Yep, where you have 2 hours before they arrive. So if you recall, you fled from the Tanesh Hot Springs in in the Hazed Canyon. Fled north after your failed attempt to break into Duncan's tower.
Yeah, we did a little maneuver.
You maneuvered around a little bit before eventually popping open the ship and flying up to Elise. You spent the night recuperating, getting an idea of what you could maybe do better next time, all the kind of good stuff, assessing the situation. It was then, after your extended rest, that the group...
We decided to figure out where was Duncan.
Yep, you attempted to scry on Duncan, and Duncan willingly failed his save, exposing you all to a vision where you can see him marching at the head of an army, coming up from the south, from the canyon to Elise. They basically took an hour or so to gather up some stuff at the tower, maybe not even that long, maybe 15 minutes, and then set out to pursue you northward. So they marched through the night in order to close on to the city.
So
I want to see exhaustion rolls for all of them.
No. They are 2 hours away in the morning, so they will be attacking at roughly
dawn.
Not
Breakfast,
dawn, but
brunch.
9 in the morning.
late brunch, yeah.
Oh,
early
good.
brunch,
Yeah,
like 10,
time
10
to get
a.m.
up, have your coffee.
Wait,
Yeah.
we don't have time for second breakfast, though?
No time for second breakfast. There will be time for second breakfast after the battle.
I'm sorry, but after the battle, wouldn't that be 11Cs?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the real question is he actually here for the bottomless mimosas?
Probably.
All right. Upon
Okay.
Go.
So yeah, so you guys have about 2 hours to prep.
All right. Upon realizing that, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 additional buffs to my daily, which will include Invigorate and Hide from Undead Greater. Since I now have an additional spell slot, I can do that.
Yep.
Which I already counted for the time length on those.
Cool.
With my normal stuff. I would tell Rael, contact Sorton. Let him know what's going on, see if he can send anything via teleportation.
I would just mention that Alicia probably already did that since she's friendlier with her.
She came down shaking one of those 2's shoulders going, "What have you done?" I don't know if she has contacted anyone since that exact moment.
Yeah.
He's the only shakeable
for
one.
something.
But I would say at least contact and see if he will send anything. He's a wizard. He should have access to teleportation and scrolls
He
to the
does
side.
not like you guys.
Why not?
Nobody likes us. That's the whole point.
Hence my point of having her ask.
I mean, she's one of the ways to... I mean, we have a wand of sending.
Yes,
Yeah, you can just
That's
give
why I
it.
asked Rael to do it.
How many charges are left on that wand?
You're like, what, the 40s?
44.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Should I will walk up to Alicia and ask, do you want me to contact?
And we appreciate
Sorry.
it. Thank you.
She goes, sure. Yeah, we're gonna start prepping for battle.
All right, I'm gonna contact Soren.
Okay, what do you say? You have 25 words.
Hey yo, it's your boy Boreal. No, I'm kidding.
We're gonna stop doing the
That's
I'm kidding on the sending thing now. So now, whatever you started with, yup, go
yeah,
keep going.
no, right.
One of those
Currently in preparation for the arrival of Duncan and Elise. Could you aid us? If so, contact back expeditiously. 2 hours remaining.
You have 3 left. Are you a boy, Ryan?
Please and thank you.
You're a boy,
Please, please, thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
But the one thing Sword
You hear
gets
it.
more than
Who
anything,
is this?
improper grammar. No commas, no periods.
He doesn't send a reply.
Duly noted.
Nothing.
You know what we should do?
Not a word.
We just send a
Well,
message
if he
to
doesn't
Isa's
care.
father telling him where Rael is.
It's fine. I think I'll try.
Brilliant.
I mean, if we're gonna have a fucking
Oh
siege
my
fight, let's have a goddamn siege
could
fight.
totally
just be like, why didn't we say this 3 weeks ago?
I missed it. Whatever.
I said, why don't we just send a sending to her
yeah, so we're
her
gonna get
parents
father
saying
killed?
this is where Rael is. Show up.
Oh,
We
but
may
we
have
don't
a fight.
know
I
yet.
think
Have a
so.
fight.
No.
Yeah, why don't you
We're not gonna
contact
let
her
my
father?
Come here to get killed.
Not
No,
him
no.
himself. Just say
Hey, if you want
He's
to
a
kill
plot
me,
hook.
you
He's
have to
gotta
kill the
stay
guy.
alive.
Just
All right.
saying.
I tell her we're gonna go ahead and engage the army to try to thin them out a bit and unfold the ship.
Dylan, I will give
I
up
tell
one of my
Alec,
cards for a free sending
Put
of
Mage's
my
private
own.
sanctum on the ship.
Casted.
Wait, can he use wands? He can't read. He
No,
can use
I'm
wands,
asking
right?
for a free sending. Go ahead, Ricardo. You can send one message. Who
Yeah,
you send it to?
I know. I'm just
Third
saying.
Bradley, meet me here.
Mechanically, can he
I
use
know where
wands?
Rael is. Kill Duncan and I'll tell you.
Anybody with UMD can use wands.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about UMD.
Yeah.
A wonderful story.
I can't use a wand.
Yeah,
I don't
but
have UMD.
Terribly difficult if you're actually rolling to use
Yeah.
a spell.
I know.
I mean,
Either way,
looked
though, I
it
don't
up
see
and I
how
was
it
like,
couldn't hurt to just go. I know where Rael
Yeah,
is.
like
Kill
you have to
Duncan
create
and
a
I'll tell you.
specialized character, feats included, just to use UMD if you're not going to be like a wizard. When you could just become a wizard.
Issa Grendir, you guys
Said the
you have the
sorcerer?
book, Issa.
Yeah.
I think there's an elemental summon in there we could possibly use, but it's a short.
Anyway,
Couple
2
rounds.
hours. What are we doing with 2 hours?
We're gonna go engage the enemy, but are we summoning the? Are you summoning a helper of Tyr?
Did you bring a best man? Engage
Are we
the
willing
I
enemy?
have
to use
Bernardo
Yes.
right here.
Yes, that's the plan. Are you going to do it?
I don't want to use that resource.
You guys don't want to summon an archangel to help us? Thin out that army? You guys, hundreds. Those those librarians, they're nice people. I don't think they're
Kind
gonna
of
be able
bookish,
to.
Did you say
Yeah,
nice
but if
people?
they
The librarians are nice. The sages are cool. At least a little bit. Should go.
Yeah, but it's
You go ahead.
it's a very valuable spell.
We're facing
And it's-
300 enemies plus 2 named
Maybe more.
enemies. Three.
Well, technically we don't know the exact number. We just know when we went through the canyon, there were hundreds,
Okay.
implying 3 or more.
So the way I'm understanding this, Joshua and
I won't.
Issa and Grendir.
Issa and Grendir feel that that would not be a good use of the resources because they have a feeling it's going to be ineffective in doing what we want it to do.
Yeah.
Am I hearing you
Peculiar.
correctly?
Yes, the problem is if they have clerics on that side,
Uh-huh.
and he knew I summoned something. Summoning is easy. We
Yeah.
would summon things to help us. He knows we've done this in the past.
Yeah, he doesn't know that we.
The easiest spell they can get, and which is something I have right now, is dismissal.
Uh-huh.
And it's just, you're gone.
What's the casting time on dismissal?
It's a spell
action.
you shoot. It's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
What's the range?
Right. Well, solid question, but also DC.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it have a save DC?
So
Yeah.
you don't want to summon an archangel to basically
Is it under 16?
mess up that army while we mess it up to
Pretty good.
make these people have a chance of survival? I mean, I don't have the book. I can't do it. That's divine magic. I don't really know that stuff that well.
Grendir would explain also, they could ask for something that we may not be able to give them immediately,
You got money.
or
Your soul?
they could
That's
ask for a
perfect.
quest. It's based off the angel that's summoned.
So you
Okay, one standard action.
okay? So are you afraid to pick up another side quest or paying the angel? I mean,
I am not on the
What
best
changed from
terms
last
with
week? You were
Tyr.
ready to do that. You were so ready to summon him and have him help us.
I explained how it works to him.
Yeah,
Doesn't
and
wanna
then
pay.
me and Sierra talked.
Yeah.
all right. So you guys don't want to do it because I'm willing to take the favor.
I don't
we only
believe it's
have
a
one
good
casting
idea,
of it?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's
Yeah.
through the book.
and I won't have that exact spell until I get to 8th level casting. It's a very powerful magic. Like it could be used on anything.
Well,
Do we
Like,
really
like a
want to
wishing
use
ring
here?
kind.
Are you asking? Do
A
we?
wish would be the
Yeah.
exact same thing, but
if only we had one.
Ah, well, we
We did
did
have
have
one.
something
You
else.
guys gave it to
Well,
someone
I get
else.
on the ship. I'm like, well, if you don't want to summon, you don't have to. That's fine. But let's at least summon an elemental from that book. to unleash on the army a little bit to tear it up for at least a
Similar to
minute.
how you asked me if I wanted a weapon to be
Yeah,
holy.
what else is on the actual book?
Summon Monster 6 can summon a huge elemental,
Yeah.
as we priorly discussed. I still think a higher level aid from another plane would be helpful to clear out at least some of those hundreds.
I
But
think that's a better idea. Which one would you want to summon? But you also have to ask Issa. She's the possessor of the book.
she is possessed her book, and that's why I opened the conversation on that. I'd rather bring as much as we can. Once again, they have warriors, they have mages, they have clerics. He has an artifact that if it hits you just right, well, you turn to dust. As
I
I
have
know
one of those.
personally. He brought back, per the vision, Zachariah and Joe are back on the table. So
Zach.
that could be a little
Zachary and
annoying,
Joe.
but like I said, we can
He
deal
goes
with
by
them.
Zack Attack now?
It's the army behind them or around them that's my concern. Hence why I'm on the ship ready to go and go fuck them up.
Okay, so summon monster 6. You can summon huge elemental. You
Yep.
can summon a giant octopus, dropping that into the middle of the
What are we
combat,
going to
which
do
is
here to
hilarious.
fortify against a
Can't.
300, over a 300 man
It's not
army?
in its environment.
What
That's
are we
true.
going to do here in the next 2 hours?
I got it. We'll stick up posts and we'll cast.
I'm asking.
I-
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. He was giving me a confused look. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was answering a
I
question.
know. I'm sorry.
Alright. Go ahead.
Stop
No, I was
saying
listening
sorry.
to you.
He's like, continue now. He was
Yeah,
clarifying
he's
the
asking
weird
you
look.
to continue with what you're
Right.
saying.
So we stick up a bunch of posts and cast web a bunch of times, and no one can get to the wall. And we'll see the wall. We'll see this giant, glorious wall of web, and just like, man, that was a long walk. I'm gonna go home. What? They're just too well defended. Let's just give up now.
Plus, Duncan's after us, so let's get him away from this place so they don't have to die. Those sages,
If he's after us, if we leave, maybe he won't follow. Maybe they'll follow. If he's after us.
Also
and
true.
we got the advantage of speed, so
I don't know if he would just turn around.
Why?
then he's not after us.
What's
Yeah,
his
then
deal
he's
with
not
And this
after
is
us.
inevitable.
He's just
Think
using it
about
as
it
an
as-
excuse to attack the library.
Yeah, just use it as an excuse. You could just
Then
go.
you can't
He's already
re-roll
here.
the
We
Which-
already brought the forces.
Which,
It's
in
not-
turn, well, just from Bernardo and Ricardo's perspective, if you're just using us as an excuse to attack the library, then I don't give a fuck anymore. But if you're attacking the library because I'm standing here, I give a fuck.
Morin. Thank you.
There's a dog!
But yeah.
He's not just any dog.
But as far as you know, Duncan's
He's a
coming here
doggo.
because of us. Let's go make him regret coming this way. Also, I pull out the control weather scroll. If you cast this, yeah, we know you're Drew. This is gonna be more potent. It's
No.
gonna take 10 minutes to cast and then 10 minutes for it to take place.
I think if it's a scroll, it's the same minimum caster level for any scroll. Doesn't matter who casts it.
Unless they specifically upped it, but yeah.
Right, or
The
unless I
spell
cast
itself
it.
says if a druid casts it, that it lasts longer and it's a bigger radius.
That's different. Okay.
It still takes 10 minutes, and then it takes another 10 minutes for the weather to fully change.
Yeah.
So in this time of year, it'd be a hurricane. So basically, 10 minutes, clouds start changing, and then 10 minutes, it picks up the wind. At that point, we cannot fly the ship through there. So we'd have
So
10
that'd be
minutes
the
to
end of the run.
thin out that army. And then if we kite them back here, far more manageable.
If we can
If
diminish
you
the numbers,
are
I
confident
agree,
enough
it
to
would
do
be
scroll.
far more manageable. If
I-
we
I-
can't,
DM
we'll also
clarification.
just fly around for 2 hours.
Just before I answer that, if since it's a scroll and she is a druid, would that effect still apply or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What are we going to do here in 2 hours other than
What?
build posts with web? What can we do to fortify the city against the giant?
Hold on, Alec. What are you gonna say?
Sorry.
It's okay.
No, you're fine.
She
I
can
was-
wait to talk.
No.
It's like, wow, they're all looking at me.
No, I was, are you sure the dragon's not gonna be...
What dragon? Character-wise, we don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
about the
that's
dragon. We don't know.
When
All
we
we know
get
is
the shrine, are we
Joe,
aware of the dragon?
Zachariah, Duncan, and hundreds
That's why I'm so
of
gung
people.
ho about getting on the ship and going and fighting it because we don't know about a dragon. We don't.
Oh.
But we do know about demons.
Well, I mean, you guys,
Is it all?
you guys saw that he brought back Joe and Zagrid.
Yeah.
Um, But you could, if he has the power to bring them back,
That
there's a
makes
good
sense.
chance he also
It's
has
just
the power
being
to bring the
shipped
dragon
constantly
back.
off the table.
Yeah, but it's the thought process that in the 15 minutes between us
Should I roll
leaving, he managed to find his dragon dead, revive it, and then
Thank you.
chase after us.
Yeah, that's
No,
right.
it was like Yeah, whole
What?
day, wasn't it?
Nope, his statement was pretty much right at 15 minutes after we left, he
Okay.
started following and rode
Yeah.
through the night to catch us.
Oh yeah, then there would be no dragon technically.
Nope, he said 15 minutes, enough time to rest the
But
dragons.
once again though, that is meta knowledge we don't have as characters. So
You could roll, you know.
Yeah.
Or you could do another scrying attempt on the dragon. You have
I don't know.
I still don't know it's dead.
Either way,
Can I
we're
use-
planning for an army.
74.
Can I use a spellcraft check to see if, like, the spells that I know Cleric and Paladin can use could raise something that quickly enough to actually be a threat again?
Yeah.
Joe and Zachariah.
And just for Tom's curiosity, are we working off the Worm Wraith or are we working Undead Ancient Red? As far as mechanics go. Just for Tom's sake. You know I don't metagame that crap.
Yeah. For Tom's sake, he used spells to bring it back. So he didn't craft an undead.
Okay.
Yeah.
The corpse is
That's-
now moved.
that was my major question.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
31.
Okay.
So like, if the cleric was the one to bring back the dragon, who brought back the cleric?
Duncan, at the very least.
Duncan with his mystic
Philosophical
surgery.
debate, I see.
Duncan, I think, has Cleric's levels.
You're assuming that somebody of his power level doesn't have some kind of contingent for one of his generals dying.
They could have some.
So they
scrolls.
could have things like raise dead or resurrection, like in a vault somewhere ready for him to use, or any of them to use. Secondly, you also didn't fully kill one of the Hezro, so Hedrol's a powerful demon. You know, there could be something that they did with that.
Which one used Stoneheart?
No, we
The
left it
cleric or was
unconscious
the
on the
shepherd?
ground and polish him off.
It was the shepherd.
Oh, is that actually
Yeah,
in
I
this?
keep confusing that.
Did you? So you're bringing Stoneheart into this? That's not a Pathfinder spell.
Yeah.
Okay. You can learn that.
Oh, dang.
Uh,
All right.
So-
Anywho.
I'm totally
yeah.
not evil.
Okay.
But yeah, as a divine caster, he has methods to just, you know, bring him back.
Yeah, I gotcha. And I had that discussion like 4 weeks ago. I just forgot it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we saw Joe and Zachariah. They can rest in things. But either way, we have those three and an army. Let's go thin out the army so this town can survive it.
Quick question. With the control weather, where does that need to be?
So it's normally a 2-mile radius, but if you do, it's a 3-mile radius for 20 minutes.
For 20 minutes of cast.
How far away does
No,
she have
10
be?
minutes to
What's
cast,
the farthest that she can
And
be
then
cast it?
10 minutes to it turns on, then it lasts for 20 minutes.
Okay.
What's the range?
So like,
Okay,
can
so
she
I
like?
just need to
I
be in
think
the
it lasts
center of
for
the
hours.
city.
5 minutes.
So I just need to stay in the city to cast it while you're in.
Yeah, you just said the
Technically,
army's
if
coming
she
from
can cast it
Battle.
3 miles out, she doesn't need to leave the city to cast that.
Yeah, because they're still like what?
Range is 2 miles, so I guess you could be like over there.
But yeah,
Yeah,
she
the-
goes to the top of the tower.
The
Just,
duration is 4d12
Oh.
hours.
2-mile radius centered on you.
Yes, but that's just where it drops. Yeah.
So you might want to like
So,
run
yeah,
that way
It's
for a
not.
few minutes.
It's not. It doesn't stay. It doesn't stay. It doesn't follow her.
It's
From
a- it's
point
a
to the
variance.
point where she is.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if she
right.
casted here and walked away, the hurricane would still be centered
Right.
here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, a normal person can run 2 miles in like 12 minutes. She could run 2 miles, 3 miles, 20 minutes, cast it, run back.
she could get on the boat while we do the bombing runs, and when we hit the center of the battlefield, cast it, turn around, come back. We'll have 10 minutes to make it back. We can do 55 miles an hour. We'll be out of there in
Like I said,
plenty of time.
we'll have 10 minutes before it
And
actually
they don't
lands or
see us
picks up to
coming
the
because
point of
we
we crash and burn.
them, and they can't divine magic us.
And a trench coat.
They won't even know that. They can be like, "That's a fucking storm cloud coming our way."
Yeah, in
And
fact, you guys
we'll
can
cast
see-
it, and then we run away.
It looks like there's a
Don't ever
dark
drop
cloud
anything on
parked in front of the town
they
right now.
Don't have an idea. So when they see it again, they're like, "Oh, there's that storm cloud again," and all of a sudden, bah, 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 and a giant fucking hurricane comes through while you're safely in the.
And like the new movie coming out, nope.
Make plans.
But yes. So yeah,
Drew insists,
Would it
no, she's not going.
hypothetically be raining boulders?
and I assume
I don't blame you.
you could do that. I would assume it'd be where she finishes the casting would be that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could just be all along the battlefield. We got to find them though. They're still.
Well, she does not want to be on the boat. And I completely understand. It's standing on a boat. Hey, we're going down. I'll just jump in
Well,
Oh, no water.
If you'd prefer to stay with the city and help to get them ready, that's fine too. I mean, it would still we still get.
2 miles.
It's still a divine scroll,
Wait,
and it's
if I
also
were to give you
a wizard
the
sorcerer.
hat to wear while you're on the boat, so you'd have the ability of flight as needed. For free usage.
Yeah, that's what to say.
I have turned into a Valkyrie-like creature with 2 arms, 2 legs, and the ability of flight, and she's seen it. Therefore, she could replicate that animal.
She
using
can
hat.
just wild shape though.
There you go.
Is what she's
But
like.
she doesn't want to burn the spell resource. The hat doesn't use up a spell resource.
Fair.
You should.
If you're afraid
the
of
reason
falling.
why she can't wild shape Asher, because they only share
So,
spells, not
put the hat
supernatural
on
ability.
Asher?
You need to put the hat on Asher.
I will loan the hat out
With
to
a strap so
Asher.
it stays on.
Yeah.
It's a little beanie.
I have
It
some
turns into
ultimate
whatever
blue.
hat you
It'll
want it
never
to turn
come
on.
off.
It can turn into a dog
that's not a good
beanie
thing.
for all I care.
Yeah.
Either way,
The
if
fur
you
will
don't want to
make
do
it
the
stick
scroll,
better.
anyone who is on a sorcerer, wizard, cleric, or a druid can
It
do
just-
it. It's just more potent when you do it. That's all.
Yeah.
But what else does, like, it just widens it? Is
It
it?
makes-
It winds and it
Lasts
lasts
for an
twice
hour.
as long. So it's what 40,
Yeah, a
10
full
or 40,
mile
12?
diameter, I think.
40, 12 hours.
radius.
40, 12 hours. So it could be anywhere from 48 hours
12,
to
24, 48.
a lot. Because 8 times
4D
12,
12
96 hours.
3 days.
I
Or
want
4
that
days.
spell.
And they're still 2 hours away. Well, 10 more
We
minutes
should have
less.
done this
But
last week while it was storming.
Yeah.
They'd
it would. It could discourage them from wanting to keep marching forward. Is all I'm saying. But I don't think every time we're going to use the scroll. But if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I just figured you'd be the best person to use the scroll.
But if you want me to take Asher and put a hat on,
And so what does
I'll do
Blade
it.
Sanctum do? Just they can't see.
Dogs
us all?
in hats are
Yeah, it's
adorable.
great. Bonus.
They can't scry. They can't see in, but we can see out.
Clearly.
And it lasts for
Not
24
that
hours.
clearly, actually.
Is this a new spell we just recently got?
No, I've had this since I was able to start casting level 5.
But we've never had a
I'm the
reason to
only
use
one who
it.
Just
Yeah.
got level 5s.
When have we ever needed a hurricane before?
Well, I
No,
didn't
it's
use
not
the
But it's a
so,
good
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because like, the whole idea of him knowing everything we know.
We don't.
You
No,
know.
no. Like we took care of that blood.
He
problem when
knows-
We killed the Hezro.
He knows
when
everything
they did
that's
war on us. And
relatively
everything
what-
basically everything known about us.
Yeah.
Basically.
He knows
But we
relatively what
stopped the
Alec
Hezro.
and Van knew up
Wait.
until that point
How?
because of the blood and the dust.
No,
Does that mean they
no,
know
no.
how to make
We
ice
took care of
cream
that.
soup?
We killed the Hezro guy.
No.
And we took the dagger. with blood on it.
When me and him first died in his tower.
Oh, that.
The dagger went away once the cleric went away.
So
And
he's
then there was
aware
all
of the
blood
tactics
from
we have done in the
dirt
past.
pulling the knife
No,
out.
no. You didn't have any blood left. You were Ash.
He
He used the ash.
Coco mixed the ash.
Cocoa.
He
I hate that instant mix van, but it's so
the
convenient.
DM has already stated that between the ash and the blood, he knows everything that Alec knew up to that point and what Van knew up to that point, relatively speaking. Any tactics we have used, he's aware of the Howling Fortress, what we did. He's aware that we do have. Probably saw us fly off with the ship too. He's like, yeah, there's that ship. He knows the tactics we've done, but he also
We've
knows
never
that we
done this
treasure
before.
this.
He knows nothing about me.
We've
Yeah,
never done
I'm
From our
just your
perspective,
friendly-
he knows that there's this chaotic little kobold that likes to do performances.
Yes. Yes, and that is 100% accurate, and I do it for money.
I've never
And-
used.
He knows that you're on a quest to retrieve your eggs.
He knows nothing of that. No one knows this.
I do.
Damn it. Personal business.
He also knows your favorite combat tactic of boulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
no.
meant that one personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He kind of fell for that one.
He probably-
Hook, line, and sinker.
He probably heard you and Draconic say the word and then.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
Put two and
Yeah.
together.
He knows. He knows lots of things.
You never see me use private thing because I've never used it. I was just one of those.
But is
There was a
every-
time when I could only do level 4 spells, but I got the ones that I wanted, and we were at a city we were able to buy shit. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna start buying a whole bunch of level 5 spells to get me started going, and that was one of them.
So you knew that you bought the spells.
So he would know that information.
You were conscious and aware that you bought the spells.
No, I
though.
bought a bunch of. It was like a 2-for-1 deal. You guys,
He got the spell line
random.
pass.
Either
Yes,
way-
that's what I'm going
Yeah,
for.
it was a loot. It was a loot crate.
Exactly. So I didn't
Really?
know I had it
Yeah.
until just now. Like, oh shit, I'm going through my.
It
book.
was a Wizard Crate exclusive he was unaware of.
He's
now,
yeah.
let me ask you
This
this.
is you. You're reaching right now.
I'm trying.
Do you
Anyway.
think Duncan could pass an arcane check of, that's a moving fast cloud that I can't see or peer into? I wonder if that's
Okay.
Mage's private sanctum.
Oh yeah, he would know instantly
Yeah.
what it is.
All right, I'll throw it out here.
Now his army might go on like, what the hell is that?
Okay. Hey, I can man this boat right now. I'm gonna do it after the fight with Duncan. If Duncan is defeated, I will sell the Kopesh and split the money with every person who's on that boat that's a member of this party.
I mean, I would prefer you didn't.
Dan
sell
is already on the
Kopesh,
boat.
But like, I'll totally take the money.
Exactly.
If anyone wants to stay with the town, you are more than welcome to. If you feel that your time would better spent here preparing for any forces getting through.
I'm on the boat.
You have greater invisibility.
That is on. I am not.
Right.
We need to do this correctly, because if we don't, this town is gone. That library that they are protecting,
I
gone.
mean,
Centuries
We're just
of
thinning out.
puppy
We're just thinning out
knowledge.
the army and then coming back.
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
cutting them here.
Yeah.
If they even follow.
We're not going
They
to
may not even follow
making
after this.
physical contact. It's all range. I'm going to have him
Years
holy
of
and our
grooming.
blessed weapon, the ballista, to
Puppy
handle the
haircuts.
dragon if there's a dragon. If there's not a dragon, it'd be just be
Pictures
great
of
for shooting
puppies
guys on the
looking like
ground.
lions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you guys want to, you could try to scry the dragon to confirm where it is.
We would have-
All right, I'll
reason.
give it a shot, but I don't like my odds.
We don't have
What do I
any
do?
reason to suspect the dragon.
Roll a die.
That's all I'm gonna get.
No, add
No, I
12.
roll the spellcraft.
But you
17.
don't-
Minus 3.
Oh, yeah. Continue
14.
on that.
Damn it,
Just
you
think
suck.
about
You
it.
lost.
Think about it. I'm a cleric.
You rolled a spellcraft of 30.
31. Yeah, 31.
What?
Let's just say that Grendir knows the kind of spells that Duncan would have as a cleric. He knew that slay living
I
would
thought
mean he would
Duncan
have
was a third.
levels.
Right.
Paladin.
He's an
anti-paladin. I was
anti-paladin.
about to say anti-paladins would also get slay living, so he could also be an anti-paladin.
Wait,
Yeah.
why do you know so much about
Well,
anti-paladin?
he also got healed by negative energy.
No,
He's
that-
clearly a cleric of the death dome. Only way he could do that.
So you're telling me he's
Unless
studied
it's some god boon kind of
Yes.
thing, which is also possible.
I mean, is there any question?
But that's also
Heresy, kill
metagame.
him.
That is how those classes work. I'm not a cleric. I can't say, well, as a cleric, I can tell you, those death worshippers, negative energy, they can right up.
Yeah.
But anywho, what I'm saying is, the characters have no reason to suspect that based on the time frame.
Yeah.
Player-wise, I agree with you
Wow,
completely.
that-
Complete well with
so
means,
far.
probably did it. We already know.
We've made so much
Metagame,
progress,
he's
though.
done it. Either way, if you want to stay at the town, Grendir, are you getting on the ship?
Fair.
Your choice. It's your choice. You can stay with Issa and Asher and prepare the town, or you can come with us. It's fine either way.
Yeah.
Just trying to discourage the army and thin it out to where this is doable.
I don't agree with it, so Grendir will stay and begin to protect the town.
Okay.
All right.
Going.
Cal, so
Ricardo
you
and
done?
Bernardo
Going.
ask you to bless the weapon or holy weapon, the ballista, before you before you decide not to go.
I mean,
He pulled
Pretty
out
much
a
I'm asking
flask,
for a
put some
quick-
alcohol on it.
Yeah.
There you
I
go,
would ask
buddy.
this
How much
the
time?
last line.
Okay, how
Look
long
it
is
up.
this bombing run going to last?
hours,
maximum-
days.
We have a maximum of 2 hours, but
It's gonna take us 10 minutes to get there.
I have 30. 30 bombs.
do we have a
can
scroll
drop.
of blessed weapon?
You have how many?
12.
You got 12 boulders. I have 7 charges of fireball on one of my wands.
I have
We
47
have the earthquake
charges of magic
scroll and
missile,
that's-
but regrettably, it's only like 100.
Okay.
220
Actually, we do
feet.
have bless, not bless weapon.
Yeah, I have 840.
I don't think that'll work.
that I can reach with fireball.
I can make it a +2.
For how long?
No, wait, actually, instead. Because it's going to take so long, I'll just redo the spell slot.
1 hour?
Yeah, you can. We have 2 hours. You got 2 attempts to
But-
get that spell slot back. How long does the spell last?
Hour per level.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Alright,
done.
so I'm going to read this out to you quick, so you can
I
write it
have
down.
blessed weapon right here.
I'm doing magic weapon.
Okay, I'll look up magic weapon.
Magic weapon greater.
Because I'm the one controlling the weapon, I should know how the magic weapon grader works. Wait,
Fourth.
grader.
And I can just redo that.
Oh, shit, he's doing a good one.
I already did that.
Oh no, he's just wasting a spell slot. Perfect.
Are you staying or going?
I meant use
I
spells,
have to ask
read
you.
All
down.
right, I got it right here, Josh.
Cool. It's
Is
a
there a
great spell.
teleportation circle here?
It
It's a
greater
greater
anyway.
spell.
Is there any
Yeah,
way
it's a
to
greater
get
spell.
to my home?
Got you, buddy.
without-
Oh,
Your scroll will
oh
recall.
yeah, he's
without
pulling out the
using
big boys
scroll
for
of
me.
recall.
Run really fast.
Not
Go to
really.
greater.
I know. Just being.
There you go.
Oh,
That's a big
You can also try to steal from me,
level
but
4
then I will
spell.
hunt you down and
He
kill
actually
you
is
and
throwing
make
out
sure that
something
you
high
know.
up.
Yeah.
We can only go to 5 right
I mean,
now.
I'm not going to steal from my party members unless it's granted.
Because I technically have the elixir
you know,
of shit,
I
which could also be
Action
there.
damage rolls of +1
Well,
per 4 caster level,
closer.
so that should be
I've had to use
+2.
it once. It wasn't a fail.
Unless you're using your clerical ability to add another 2 cleric levels to it.
Oh, we're almost there. There's a lot.
Oh wait, no,
Never
you
again,
don't
never
have the candles or anything like that.
Oh no, that was amazing. That was an amazing item, but that's 3.5.
But I would like to borrow the book to use the Summon Monster 6 spell in it. Those only last rounds
It's
per
a good thing
level,
that
though.
spell actually does affect
That'd be
siege
her.
weapons.
I don't know.
What?
The book.
He's asking for the book.
The best sentiment.
How far away is Glivir from here?
Dude, it's group loot.
5, 10, 20 miles?
It's like 100 miles.
Yeah, it was
I
like
will
half a
not-
day ride when we were just on
promise you
horses.
This is Stephen telling you this. I will not
And
summon the planet.
It would take way too long
Just
to there and
the,
back. And
That's not-
for not pretty much what we have there is like it's the reinforcements from Oblivion.
Yeah.
Well, no, the city just has.
I'm
to-
reading, but it's just
Yeah, I'm just saying it's probably
Wait,
equivalent to
wait,
what you would have
And I
seen.
can just on the page.
that too. Just tear out
Wait,
the
you
one page
tore
that
it
I-
out of the sacred book?
Wait, who here worships mirror?
I mean,
Right, right. But I'm
Once you
saying,
use
like,
it,
Yeah,
it's
exactly. Nobody here
You
worships
attempt
mirror. It's
to
not a
tear
sacred
the
book,
page
though.
out of the book, and it does not
It's just
tear.
a holy book.
I was gonna say
It's like an
even like a blank
enchanted.
book
Oh,
that's
like,
used to
it's
be
an
holy
artifact.
of mirror
Ran out
would
of
still
toilet
sell for
paper.
a
You have a
while.
copy of the Bible in the current.
Just say it's
Which
collector's
one do you
edition.
ask for?
The book's an artifact, isn't it?
Yes,
But the
That'd be
but
why.
you know for a fact that like when the script when all of the scrolls get used, it reverts back to sacred text.
Right.
I don't like.
But
the
I
book
would
about
literally pay extra money because I knew it was once a,
Yeah.
an artifact.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it still has intrinsic value.
Is there no way to?
Well, it does. Well, never mind.
Is there a way to actually reset the book back to?
You don't know.
It's
Oh,
Charge spell.
it's
Roll an
it's an
Arcana
artifact.
Hey,
Potentially.
we're in Elise. We're their stages.
But-
Maybe we can ask them.
They're
That
busy and
is
don't like
a
it.
Great idea.
Have
Yeah, so-
cocaine,
I know they're
right?
busy,
Dude,
but we
I know you
do
can't
that.
drink, but I mean,
They're
I mean, I'm
busy
down to
prepping
party.
in town, so
Alright,
it's not a good time.
Isn't that
to
what that
ask
means?
them.
We still could.
all right.
But Tom, what'd you say?
But
oh, me
if,
and Dylan are gonna be doing cocaine.
if your highness is
That's what I
willing, I would like to at least
He went
use
like
it
this.
for the
What does
summon
that
monster
mean?
spell.
Your Highness, really?
Yeah, I
You
know
are
you're
a
royalty
princess.
now. I am. Look, I don't like higher society. The character doesn't, but he respects those who show respect back. He respects you. He does not respect Sorton right now, let alone your father because of his actions. He can still earn it,
He's still a father.
Okay.
and I understand that.
Okay.
But I am still asking if I can to
So-
use that spell in the vomiting room. Because
So
dropping
let's-
down an elemental would be great.
If you think it's necessary, then yes. I
But she's
would
only gonna give you the
ask
pages.
In
I won't use the other one.
Budge, do not use the planetary
You
because I
should-
don't think that is
Will not.
necessary.
Why don't you just take the planetar page out of the book and
Can't.
keep it
Can't.
yourself?
They're artifact. It's an artifact.
I just tried to take this.
But
out
I
of
have the
Monster
Kokesh.
Six.
We could just.
That's not an artifact.
That's some artifact on artifact.
All right, we have the
action.
club of
I'm
tea.
sorry.
We'll take
What are you gonna
some-
say, John?
Make sure
Anyway,
whatever
I
you
hear you.
summon is
I hear
a
you.
neutral creature. They're probably
Wait,
gonna have
can't you
protection
copy
from
spells
good
from magic books?
on them, which
Make
is the same thing we
spells.
have. Make sure about
Elementals are
that.
neutral.
They are neutral.
They are.
Because the way that protection from evil works, if they're evil, they can't touch you. At least the circle is. So
Cue
it's
the
pretty
MC
amazing.
hammer.
Outsider. Neutral. Earth
touch
Elemental's neutral. Granted, we'd probably have to do a lightning one from the sky because I don't think you
Oh,
can.
why don't you want to
Okay.
summon
Or
Earth
fire.
Elemental and make a giant
So
comet?
we have a Gauss, we have an Alec,
You just can't do Earth. Unless
Ricardo
you bring a
Bernardo
shit
to
ton
run
of
the
Earth on
ballista.
Well, what about
Rael,
one
are you
of the
going on the boat or are you gonna stay in town?
I'm staying in town.
Yeah, you just turn into a
Alright,
rock and
that
you go
Kokesh
out
is
to the earth
splitting
and then
kind of
come
small.
back.
We might get 10,000
Yeah,
each.
that works. Ask.
5 people. That's,
I think so.
$50,000
That has
Kokesh.
muster.
Oh,
Yeah.
75.
Question: would one of
It
his
is.
boulders be
I'll have
good
to check
enough for
my
the
index
Earth
card.
Elemental? Because it has to be summoned in its own
Element.
Element, yeah.
Because I think he downgraded
So I'll
50.
cast
So, like, would
Fireball
one of
and
his
I cast
stone blocks be
Fireball.
able to turn into an elemental?
Sure.
It would die from the gravity. Let's be honest here.
Oh, then you couldn't do that.
No.
If falling will kill it.
No, you can't summon an Earth elemental without Earth present. I'm saying if we bring Earth with us, then we can still summon it on the ship.
Well, it's
Well,
gonna have to jump off. And
we're
then
making a
die.
storm. How about we just do a lightning elemental then?
That sounds
If you're
fantastic.
It can fly.
Yeah, if you're into that sort of
That
thing.
sounds
I
great.
As a lightning
You should be as
elemental-
well.
So am I.
Question:
You're like, yeah.
If you summon the hurricane, right, and then the lightning elemental, does the lightning elemental suffer the same kind of movement, speed difficulties in the hurricane as other flying units would?
No, I think it so specifically it doesn't. Great maneuverability in flying.
So then, wouldn't it be
Perfect.
able to actually move throughout
Need to
the weather
reload.
and be able to cause a little chaos
Yeah. I know.
during the hurricane? So you're gonna have to summon it fast.
Well, clarification, DM, because it's from being summoned from the book. Usually the spell is rounds per level. How many rounds per level would be from that artifact? Because it's an artifact.
20.
He did.
You didn't stop.
I didn't know about it. I was in the car.
20.
20. I didn't hear it because they were talking.
20.
20. Okay, thank you. I will note that.
Oh, no.
So that's-
You got fucked up. You should have made sure before.
Lightning boy.
No.
It's like 3
Live with
minutes.
your actions.
Yeah.
It's not named
It's a little over 3 minutes.
I mean, granted, he's just going to be unleashed on the army. Let him just zap through and just do stuff.
Yes.
He stopped
This is
drinking.
drunk blade.
Huh?
He stopped. He started drinking.
But
I'm like number
out of
5.
respect, I will not use any other spell in that book.
Slow.
Oh, cows. No. right.
The whiskey only costs.
So you three are staying.
And him.
Yeah.
Who?
They're staying.
2, 3.
Yeah.
We're going.
Yes.
You're saying?
Val's staying?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Wait, is there
We're
a
gonna
bard in
come back to a
Tankambar?
dead Grendir.
Question.
That's why our ale's hanging back. He's gonna finally
As
take
a
out
war
Grendir.
cleric, would I be able to roll on tactics?
Sure.
What Duncan might do?
That's smart.
Well,
That's
what-
like 3 times we've done something smart in the first hour.
Yeah.
What was like?
What is the actual like stat for? Because there's no war. No.
You can use history or local.
Okay, history it is.
Actually, we prefer her story.
Okay.
Once the boat brigade leaves, I
27.
finally get to work.
Wow.
Duncan's paying me
Okay.
really well.
The full-on warfare is conducted very differently in Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder and kind of like fantasy-based tabletop RPG. For several reasons. Namely, you have magic, right? So magic changes a lot of traditional tactics. They're not going to be just like rank and file phalanx, all that kind of stuff, because, you know, like fireball, lightning bolt, any kind of like big AoE, black tentacles, all that kind of stuff. And buffs only go out, 15, 10 feet at most usually. It's like magic circle against good, all that kind of stuff is 10-foot radius. So usually most armies, they will travel together, and then once they get close to their target, they'll
Start
break
critical
off
missions.
into like platoons. And so the platoons will be sized based off of like how many clerics and wizards and sorcerers and druids and like their support retinue and stuff. And so it's usually like it's just like a party of adventurers. So it would be several parties moving independently, communicating with things like message and sending.
Mid-range artillery.
Yeah, so like that, but all spread out with their own maybe goals or motives or missions, right? So one team may just be like destroying a wall, and while another team is like, we're going to be in the air focusing on like artillery, so that kind of stuff. So you can know for a fact that they will definitely be spread out if they are this close to the city. They would have broken, as soon as they left the Hazed Canyon, they would have broken out into their groups, and that was several hours ago.
And how
So-
many do we actually see coming towards us right now?
You don't.
Don't.
Okay.
You see Duncan and like his immediate group.
Yeah. We
Oh,
know
from the
remember
scrying, we haven't
the-
actually seen
from the
it, yeah.
scrying we know that there
Arguably
was
15 miles away
know.
still if it's going to take them 2 hours to get here and they're moving, say,
5 miles an hour.
5 miles an hour.
And even if they took a standard marching
so they're
formation,
like 10 miles
they
away,
could
maybe?
have
well, they don't want to exhaust themselves.
Further than
four different
natural
platoons,
eyesight
5
will
different
allow.
platoons of at least 100 people each.
Yeah.
That's why I want them.
And there's apparently 300 of
I
them.
don't want to make this a TPK. Though.
Okay.
All right. All right. So they're staying. We're flying off.
I've been blessed weapon, or blessed, I have it right here.
Magic weapon.
Magic weapon
grade.
grader.
And you also got. Can I use abundant ammunition on it as well?
I think you have to put it on the thing holding the ammunition.
Yeah,
It's
do we
not
have
yet.
it in-
Yeah, I have a rack holding my ballista.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can.
yeah.
Shells.
You will be able to
Arrows.
just constantly be able to pull for it.
Okay.
Yeah, grab the spell too.
I advise those on the boat to get some rope and tie yourself down. This is going to be rough.
Yeah.
But what if the ship starts going down and we're tied to it?
Well,
Cut the rope and jump off.
hope and pray.
Did I find a bard
Be safe.
with thaumaturgy? Because
He
I
can fly.
gross.
And he has invisibility.
No.
No electric guitar.
He
Gotcha.
just wants to Mad Max.
Oh no, I want to have like
Presentation.
you know, whether it's some
Alright, so-
whatever. To just
1, 2, 3, 4. And counting Bernardo 5.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I got it.
Okay, it'd be a good Copex split.
Okay, so the 5 going out on the ship. You depart. You unfold the ship. You're outside of the town when it happens. You unfold the ship. Everybody gets on. You take off. Okay.
we head in the direction.
And yeah, in general, you're moving south.
Yes.
Who is at the helm?
I'm flying the ship currently. I would have had the scroll given to Alec or Gals, whoever wants to control weather. I would hand. Is Ricardo or Bernardo on the actual ballista?
Bernardo is manning the ballista.
Uh-huh.
Ricardo's doing the reload.
Alright.
Because fighters in this one get.
I will then hand the sack of grenades to Gals to throw overboard.
But I can
'Cause
fling
I'll
it
be
farther. My
controlling the
strength is great.
Yeah, so
Okay.
once the
I have
You're
no
doing the control
referring
weather.
to it throwing any of that.
I gave you the bag of 30 grenade/alchemist fires.
Okay.
And you're going to start doing that. We're only going 30 miles an hour, not full speed yet.
Okay.
This way they can use, someone at front can use spyglass to kind of like pinpoint where the army is.
Okay. So, when do you start casting the control weather? As you're taking off, or once
As
you've
I'm
located?
taking off, so
Yeah.
because it's going to take us about 10 minutes because we're going 30 miles an hour. They're not that far away. We're going to get there so that way, basically,
we
right
go
as we see
55
them,
miles an hour.
as we're going over them, I should be finishing it.
Well, high intelligence character, we can calculate about when to start.
Yeah.
So then we'd start the appropriate time for
Okay. And what is your altitude on the ship?
that. During this time, I'd maintain around 1,000 feet.
2,000.
1,000.
Or at least under the main clouds so we can see, not trying to look through the clouds.
You have the fog glasses. It doesn't matter.
He broke them.
I do have the fog cutter lenses. I didn't break them.
Yeah, and you can't look over the side of the ship if you're at the helm.
I can only see a front, and I don't have the spyglass at the same time.
Okay, see?
Now, before you do that, remember what he did with the amulet.
Can I see them?
Walk over to you, and I pick it, and I
Can the guy with the ballista see them?
So the person that you trust the most with your
You
items
have
isn't
no
even
idea.
here.
Grandier
That's
has
the
a couple
worst part.
spells in mind for getting back to the
No, we'll just
ambulance.
stay below the
I gave it
clouds.
to you,
Okay.
dummy.
Yeah, just like
Stay below the
like right below the,
So,
the
'cause I thought we
layer.
were using
We can
the
still
last
see out of our
part.
little
We'll
cloud.
call it 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Basically
I don't know if
enough
he said
that,
that, though.
I would assume that
I
his
did.
arm. I know he's the top notch
Because I
guy, him
erased
and
it
his
off
little
of mine.
boys,
Yeah.
but the rest of them are
Make sure I put it down.
lower level.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming at most like 800 feet on one of their spells. Plus they can't see us; they don't know with us yet.
Yeah. Okay, so who is using the spyglass in that case to actually look down at the ground to perceive the enemy?
Ballista boy, passively. Probably.
What?
Do you teach me
Okay,
how to use these
Ricardo
grenades?
would have to be the person
I
using the
designed them,
spyglass
just
because
throwing
Bernardo
the impact.
is on the weapon.
Ballista boy is one of the ballista.
Because the alpha star would ignite the powder and all that. In the
My
shot.
wisdom?
Check it.
Well, let's see. 14.
All right, I'll use it if you don't mind.
Well,
It-
you're,
it's ba- the
you're
spyglass
doing
is
control
based
weather.
off of wisdom?
It's based off perception, which is based off of wisdom,
The spyglass gives you a +5. It's a masterwork one.
Okay.
and it cuts your range penalty in half. So you're only perceiving effectively 500 feet away.
Too bad we
from
don't have
1,000.
any more magic glue. We could have put it on the ballista and I could have taken
All you gotta do is
sniper
find a
shots.
large crowd of people moving, and it's pretty much there they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turns out it's just a whole bunch of people. Get away from the army!
It's a bunch of people running from the army. Yeah.
We confirm.
Okay.
Okay, so he is a spyglass.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a perception check. We'll
Okay.
say that you are T minus 3 minutes away from casting.
When would I have an approximate
24.
assumption of time of how they left?
You mean like how fast they're going?
Yeah,
They would have told you, I guess, that they're only going
Oh no, I lied. 22.
60%.
60%. So would I have
26
would
to
I have
27 miles per hour.
an accurate guesstimation of time? So like where they're getting there and then coming back.
Yeah.
All right. Before they reach their location and finish the casting, I would tell them to. I would message
Sending.
or sending
I said,
probably
"Here."
Van.
Okay.
Saying if they're finished with this operation, let us know, and then we can gather a time frame.
Okay.
Don't respond. Save the response for when we're on our way back.
I don't have the
That's a
means to use
response.
sending.
Okay, so he is sending you. You
I know.
automatically get to respond.
I know, I'm telling him, sure, but I don't have the ability to cast sending yet.
Okay,
If you
so
didn't
mark
respond,
the
you could have
charge.
returned your information when we were on the way back.
No,
But I get
because
25
it has to be-
words.
it has to be returned like within a round.
Yeah, I will say I will check with Gauss and Alec if they have the means. We will let you guys know as it goes.
Call me
If
back
not,
at 20.
expect otherwise a group to teleport back,
That's
and I'd be pushing 25 words, so I would just be like,
Just look for the smoky, battle-charred ship.
And for your perception check, where you're looking at the ground, or where are you looking?
Ahead, just scanning ahead the horizon.
Okay, so you're actually looking ahead in the air, not at the ground.
At the-
Because again, you're 1,000 feet in the air at this point, so looking
Oh,
ahead
yeah,
is
so
going to be
looking down,
okay.
like a
yeah, you're like at the front of the ship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm in the way because I've used my hat of disguise to turn myself into a
figurehead.
mermaid with a captain's hat, and I'm standing out at the front looking majestic.
Okay.
I put my hand on your shoulder.
So you had a 27,
no, I lied. 22.
a 22. Okay. About several miles from the town, maybe like 3 miles, 4 miles away. You
Bruce.
do see a very large camp. And it looks to be like ramshackle makeshift tents and things that have been set up overnight. And you do see some movement in the tents, moving around. It looks to be like a large crowd of people, some talking together, some working on goods, others like prepping materials that they brought, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. I'm calling this out as I see it.
Okay.
Is it Duncan?
Is it Duncan?
Confirm the forces.
You cannot tell from your distance if you specifically see Duncan.
No, is it his army? Is it his
basically.
army? I'm not looking for Duncan.
They-
I'm looking to thin out his army.
Okay, they look like some of the
Militant.
lower level militant group amongst his.
It's definitely Duncan's men.
How many?
A platoon.
How much
This would
training?
probably be like 3 or 4.
3 or 4
platoons.
platoons.
Yeah, maybe
3 or
like
4
60
platoons.
guys, 70
So a
guys.
squadron.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
In what diameter, range, area? 80 feet, 20 feet? How big is your campsite?
1 hectagon.
Their campsite would
60
be.
people, probably close to 120 feet.
Are you trying to earthquake it?
No.
Okay. Well,
it wasn't
I don't know.
before.
It'd be like a 40-foot radius.
Okay.
So one
Yes.
fireball wouldn't do it, but like a meteor swarm could do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's his army, start bombing, start doing some stuff.
All right. Then
Let me know if I need to dip the ship lower for the fireball.
heard that.
So yeah, you guys are again. So you're 1,000 feet in the air at this point.
Yes.
Make sure anything you attempt to cast, throw,
It's within
etc.,
range.
you are within the proper range. Because if you are out of range, it doesn't just continue to fall; it will detonate at max range or be expended at max range and do effectively nothing.
All right.
Yes. So, Alchemist, tell me when to throw.
Those are impact. You can toss them up here.
Alright. Then, I'm gonna toss a boulder,
You mean a pebble?
a pebble, just one, to see how it does and whether I'm
I'd like
over
to know
top
if the
the mark.
physics of a moving object are taking place here. Sure.
Well, I mean, it stops moving because of wind resistance after like a couple of feet. But, okay, so like, did we stop the ship? Are we over top of them?
We're cruising.
Then no, I'm not dropping shit. Let's stop.
I mean, we can be over top of it. Do you want me to just park above?
yeah.
All right. Nope. It is. Park above, around that 1,000 feet.
I can't fire a ballista 1,000 feet accurately, guys.
I will go back in motion and dip down when you guys are ready for
Okay.
that part. You want
Right,
to drop?
right.
Drop.
All right, I gotta go down for the wand. I have to go down to
600.
620 feet.
Let's go to 600 feet.
I'm doing that in motion.
Yeah, I was gonna say just a
We're
straight
not-
drop.
We're gonna
No,
go.
we're going to be drop some boulders, and then we're going to go forward, and then we'll do flybys.
Oh well, no. I wanna just like
Just throw cows off the ship.
Oh, you just want a whole bunch of your boulders?
Wait, you can fly.
Do it.
Let's just throw you off the ship.
Do
I
it, and
planned
then
on it originally.
speak your command words.
Okay, so how many boulders are you throwing?
I have 12. I'm throwing 10.
Okay, so you make sure strike the 10 from your inventory
The
and
10.
note that you only have 2 left.
Rocks fall.
But
And now-
yes, before you say anything, I throw the first one just to make sure it hits. And that like when nothing
The wind
happens,
doesn't
that
catch
we're
the-
actually
Yeah.
above it and all that stuff.
Yeah. You throw the first one,
Right.
and after you speak the command word, and as soon as it returns to boulder size, wind resistance doesn't do shit
Because it's a fucking 2.5.
because it's a comet at that point or a meteor.
Alright, I do want to role play this just real quick. There's just one guy in the camp turns to the other. Hey, you ever feel like you pissed off the DM? A little. Why?
Yeah. Okay, so you see it. Now, I'm going to ask you this. It's, you'll be 2 rounds worth of, because you're 1,000 feet in the air.
Yeah.
600.
No.
No,
He's not
1,000.
going down until
I-
after this. That's
Why?
because he is flying the ship and that is what he has declared.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you toss the first pebble, you speak the command word, it goes
Technically,
down.
when it's tossed, you don't need to actually speak the command word. Just the act of tossing it activates it.
Okay.
Oh.
Tomato, tomato.
Oh shit!
It is.
You toss the pebble.
Yeah.
The pebble expands and it begins to fall. Would you wait for impact or would you throw the remaining 9?
I wait at least until it's
On
halfway
course.
there where I can make an educated guess.
Okay.
Can I do like an int check or something?
What are you trying to determine?
Whether it's gonna hit right or not.
Yeah,
I
Well,
don't-
it's gonna hit. You're right above them. You're not
Oh,
stationary.
well
You're
then
literally
yeah, I
looking
throw
at
all
like-
tab.
Okay, who's
Okay.
going to calculate terminal velocity for the
So
whole
basically-
Right, so you stricken the 10 from your inventory.
I've stricken the 10 from it. Well, I wrote it down in my book, but I'm
Yeah,
striking it from my
You
inventory.
strike it from your inventory. You have 2 remaining.
I am aware.
It takes just a couple of seconds, and yeah, you would see several shockwaves go shooting out throughout the entire
Now.
valley, not valley, but
Okay,
fields.
the
Yeah, the fields, right? You see
Campsite.
the blades of grass begin to like blow over it as
Would say
rays.
200,000 pounds
The
of
first one
stone
was the chef.
drops.
Yeah. And it is just an absolute dust cloud from the rain. So you cannot actually perceive what the results were.
I do.
But there is a mushroom cloud. Yeah.
What do I see?
Nothing because dust isn't fog.
Yeah.
You should have the fog cutter lens.
And you don't
could've
have
seen-
my fog cutter lens. I never actually gave them to you. I stayed below the clouds so you could see without them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you don't hear any screams if that's.
That's what
Well,
Seth
not
did.
yet. You got to
But-
give it a minute.
In Elise, you guys would feel like a. For a second.
No, there goes the ship, guys.
I told him not to use the book for that.
Yeah.
They were good.
You
man.
you successfully deploy the Odin and sunder the earth.
My job is done here.
And you can only do that 8 more times?
2 more
Two.
times.
What? No, I only had 12 boulders.
And
That was 10 of 12.
Yeah.
That
so
was
you
one
have
of
2
12,
left.
I thought.
That
No, he
was
threw all of them.
He threw one first and then was like, perfect.
they're all
And then he
hit?
threw the
the
other
other
9.
9.
Yeah, so it was like a.
Now that's a hailstorm.
Oh, no, you know what my
Yeah.
favorite idea is? It's just
No,
the
that's a
flabbergasted of those
meteor.
people
Yeah.
going, the hell is that?
Meanwhile, there's one
And then
that
all
just
the other
that
rocks
is
fall
not
down.
how you cast Meteor Storm.
Yeah. But yeah, you definitely see, how long would you spend waiting there?
48.2 seconds.
We could wait a little bit
Wait a few rounds.
to see the dust
rounds.
to settle. How is there movement?
It's not settling in rounds. This dust will settle in maybe an hour.
Or this is where you get
Just
your
the
glasses
wind.
so somebody can see.
I could walk over
yeah.
and just be like, well, I mean, it's dust, so it's not really fog or cloud. I could try, be
I
like,
mean, you could if you want, but I'm gonna keep laughing until we leave.
Yeah, you no longer perceive the camp because
Just assume they're dead.
there are juts of earth upward and an
I
entire
assumed
mushroom
that Zachariah
cloud of
and Joe
dust.
were dead.
And
Yeah,
that
I was
is
about to
how you move Earth.
I
You,
will,
like,
I will
turn
take the
that
ship.
Them this
Earth
way, or did you
asunder.
just,
I will move
No,
forward
just-
while
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, dang, I
curving
was holding
around
for a-
and coming in lower.
They
Hopefully,
would've moved
pull
a
the dust
little,
away
but
so they can
because
also
air
then look
resistance
and see if there's survivors.
Would have been like,
Okay, so you come down to ground level.
No.
Okay, because the only way you're pulling the
That's
dust
true.
out is if you actually effectively land.
I
don't
think
just
you guys
assume
did
that
your
they're all
damage. You
dead?
should just
Me
get
too.
out of
I
it.
agree. Let's find another camp.
Yeah,
I was about
let's
to say,
do-
just
let's
assume
go.
they're dead. Don't waste the time on it.
Wait a minute. We don't have to
Oh, well,
defend
I'm
the
not
Tower
there.
of Elise if we just do that to the Tower of Elise.
Well, we messed up any tricks.
Well,
We
when are
don't
you
have
going
to
to
defend
use
the
the
tower release.
control
We do
weapon?
that
Okay,
to all
but yeah,
the
you've
rest of the
definitely
camp.
destroyed any tracks. Let's focus.
Okay.
So
We're focused.
He's
so the ship. Are you going to cast the control weather now
I thought he
Or
casted
finish
a minute
it.
ago.
or finish it? Yeah.
Should I? There's not another camp here.
Well, it's a 2-mile
Yeah, but they
radius.
still have to travel through
This
that
was
to
just
get
the
to
first
us.
one you perceived with your 22, and then
And-
moved to.
Within 2 miles.
Would I know if
do-
like battle camps would be like within a 2-mile radius?
You don't know. You didn't roll the knowledge warfare check, and you left the battle cleric back at Elise. Would you
I would-
like to roll a knowledge history or a knowledge local in order to make that
Absolutely.
extrapolation?
Roll Hearst.
You could send me a message.
Crit.
43.
We don't
Okay,
have to-
so in this case, they are more likely.
He has the one.
Yeah, they're probably within a 2-mile radius from here, beginning to
Spread.
do like a spread encircling motion around Elise. There may even be some camps on the north side of Elise that were like outrunners or units that had a faster mobility and were able to perform like a scout maneuver.
Scatter practice.
I will fly a little bit back towards Elise,
Okay.
enough to where it's closer, and then I'll say finish it. That way, it's like not on Elise, but
We wanna
closer
build
to
a
hit that
tornado.
area.
You don't
Around
want
Elise.
to include Elise in the storm.
The hurricane on the town. No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
Also, I need somewhere to go bring the ship to without it.
I was just
Yeah.
trying to clarify. So
Yep.
you
We can always go above
you
this
cast
one.
it in such a way as to cover the southern fields, the southern approach of the
Like
city.
at least you could see the storm
Turns out
going.
Duncan
Oh,
went around
they're
and
getting
it's
serious,
not
but
going-
not
yeah.
like it's right on their doorstep.
Okay. Who had the spyglass?
Also me.
Also you. Okay. So after you're done casting, roll me another perception check.
And that'd be 10
Roll
minutes
another
later.
crit,
Well, that
Steve.
finished the 10 minutes, so
Yeah.
Same as I.
Gus
Well,
might
no. This would
somewhat
just be a
try.
few minutes after because
yeah, keep
he-
finishing it.
You
Opposite
suck.
end. Opposite end. Perception, you said.
Yeah.
And plus 14, so 17.
17.
Put
Okay.
in the
So.
five from the spyglass.
You don't see any more camps. That doesn't mean they're not there. It's just as you kind of begin to scan and observe the countryside south of the city, you do not see any that stood out as much as this one. However, all 5 of you would hear a mighty draconic roar echo through the sky.
Gal, stop laughing over there.
I would like to do a search check to find the source of that roar if I could.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Yeah, it's either spot or search there.
It's right above you.
One for me,
Go up.
one for Bernardo. We're both scared
we hear
shitless
that?
right now.
No.
Somebody's not.
Okay, Bernardo's, you said a perception, right?
Yes.
Perception, wisdom based. It's gonna be a 19 for Bernardo. I don't look.
He's got a negative one on
wisdom.
it.
Yeah.
I had like
And
immunity for fear of that.
I roll a 1, 2, 3, 4,
No, I
5,
think you're right. Never
6,
mind.
8, 17
Okay.
for Ricardo.
So, you're below the clouds. You do a full 360 around,
They really-
and you see no dragon.
It must be under the boat.
But we hear it in the area.
Yes.
Like, not like right next to you, but it's
Um,
it's somewhere around here.
Yeah, it's maybe within
Should've swapped.
like 1,000 feet from you.
That's fine.
Above or below?
So
with that-
there's obviously not 1,000 feet fully beneath you, and you
And
would be
he's
able to
finished
see it. So it's
casting, so the weather's
it-
now created
yeah.
cloud coverage completely.
yeah.
Maybe
Um,
we got it.
No, we got 10 minutes before it shows up.
Well, it's going to turn into a hurricane by then, so it's now starting to close up the sky
so
and
we
darken.
should do a bombing run here, huh?
Yeah, well, I gotta find another group. Before we get a break, real quick. What is the actual, aside from the now no longer terrain, but the normal terrain in this area? So like open plains, fields.
Yeah,
Okay.
rolling hills.
Okay.
It's not flat or tilled earth by any
Yeah.
means, but you have sparse trees. Some,
Figures much.
some forests where it's like groupings of trees that haven't been cut down, but they're not massive forests. But for the most part, it's untamed rolling hills.
Cool. All right, we will take a quick break. Come back to that.
All right,
Yeah.
let's take a quick break. All right, and we're back.
Yes.
So after a quick break, quick summary. Lots of talking and planning. Ship departed, not with everybody on it. We had a couple people stay behind. After a few minutes, they flew out. They found a campsite of sorts, and then erased it from space and time by dropping several 2-ton boulders on it from 1,000.
20 ton of each.
20-ton boulders.
The new Grand Canyon
Oh, wait,
now
no,
with
Matt.
better view.
You were right. 2 ton, 20,000 pounds. Whatever. So
2
20
ton, 2 tons is 4,000 pounds.
Then it was 10 tons? Because each one is 20,000 pounds.
We hit the camp so
Either
hard.
way,
the city
a
felt it.
large tonnage of rock was dropped on some people, creating a new haste canyon.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
means the rest of the army also felt that. They're like,
And they aren't going to be passing that area without dealing with difficult terrain.
Yeah.
yep.
That's
Um,
interesting. That'd be like,
But yeah, it's
Silver lining.
the first strike of war has been made.
yeah, it completely tears up like thousands of feet worth of soil and uproots. There's a massive crater now.
And then we get the message
We'll
from
call it
Rael.
Gauss's crater.
Oh, Elise said, please don't attack her farmers who are out tilling the fields.
Yeah.
FYI.
I hear nothing. Continue. I would actually have Alec take the helm while I'll use the spyglass at this point. Because your sailor skill is high enough, at least, to maintain flight.
Oh, we were talking about sailor skill or perception?
Sailor for flying the ship. Because I have a much higher
but
perception.
also you have completed the casting of the control weather.
Yes. So now
So
we
you have 10 minutes.
before the hurricane.
Hypothetically,
Is up.
anyone who actually
Yeah, you
knows the
got
answer to this question, can we like just go above the storm when it happens?
I'm not. How high up does? I don't
At
really know the
that
answer.
point, we might have difficulty
Several hundred
breathing in the
feet.
upper atmosphere.
Yeah.
That
It's
and
gonna be
you
cold
can't
as
shoot
shit,
down
too.
into a hurricane.
Because I'm
It
assuming
makes it almost
3
impossible
miles
for
in
any
every
range attacks to hit.
direction. Up, down, left, right.
I think
would
it
be
means just to
3
avoid the
miles into the air.
hurricane. Like if we have to just get out of there, kind of thing.
You guys would have to get. Well, so standard hurricane clouds are cumulonimbus clouds, so they can vary anywhere from 500 feet to several miles.
That's right.
So, hope and pray.
Localized
Yeah.
hurricane in a 2
Literally
mile radius,
hope and
so
pray.
It's probably pretty thick.
What is that thing they do now? Like prayers to Duncan,
Duncan.
Army. Thoughts to you.
Thoughts to you.
We changed our Facebook filter.
See, if Ryo was here, I'd have him send a message to Duncan. Thoughts and prayers to you, buddy.
All right. So So you only have 10 minutes now.
Yes.
Would you fly back to Elise, or would you look for?
We're
more?
looking for more of the army. Our job is to thin out the army.
We can always go around the storm when it happens.
Yeah.
Did we see the dragon?
Well, we heard the dragon before the
you
break.
Heard the dragon before the break, but you do not see the
I'm gonna
dragon.
look up.
You see clouds.
You see
I see
clouds.
clouds.
Yeah.
Remember, you've now made. There's now a wall
Yeah.
of
If
clouds.
only we had somebody who could detect undead.
Well, thankfully, he can't see into the ship technically because the spell. You told me.
Yes.
But you have control of the ship now. Let's find some more army. I will be on the lookout. And Ricardo Bernardo, Gauss, swivel every direction. There's a dragon in the area, which
Hold on, let me
it
get
could
this
be from the
right.
Dragon Hills, but it could also be shenanigans of Duncan for all we
We
know.
gotta try to get this right for Dylan.
Did the dragon roar sound sickly-ish? Like
No.
Okay, so it sound normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounded.
Well, I mean, like an undead dragon might sound different. I don't know.
Yeah, does that dragon sound like it's been smoking for 40 years?
No, it's
Let
a
me tell you about this
dragon.
hurricane that's forming in my territory.
All right. So yeah, whoever is using the spyglass, try to roll another perception check.
Will do.
No, that'd be him.
I'm gonna swap rings real quick.
You're gonna swap wings.
Rings.
Rings.
I have 3. I'm gonna change one for a different one.
Okay.
32.
Learn to wear a ring
Just
on your
stating.
tail.
Okay. Yeah. So you readjust your rings. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
32.
Are you? And you were at 1,000 feet. Are you maintaining 1,000 feet? Are you gonna go down? Are you gonna go up? You know.
We should drop 300 feet.
Change my.
He's controlling the altitude now. I'm looking out for the armies as well as kind of like
Can we drop
Swivel.
down to 550?
I'm looking for more people to
A
hit.
ring of sublime.
Can you hit
which is
me?
written here somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
It cannot be feared.
All right. So roll your perception check.
Yeah, I got the 32.
Okay.
We'll go
So-
down to 550 feet.
Okay.
550. Okay, so that means you can see now 225 with the spyglass. Okay, so as you descend, which way are you beginning to search? Right, so you're going north, south. North is back towards
So we
east.
started heading
South.
south. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and
say,
then you
okay, so
encountered
we're gonna go
this camp.
south.
So now, are you going to go east or west?
We're gonna go ahead and go a little. Which way is the little forest to the
West.
southwest of Elisa? That way. We'll go that way.
Which way is Little Forest to the
So
south?
start like okay, well there's that first camp. Let's start going around and see where.
Okay, so
the
now you
camps
start
are.
kind of going back to the northwest and
Yeah.
hooking this way to get to that forest. Okay, so with a 32, you can see that there is definitely an absolutely massive impact crater from where Gauss brought down several
made a happy
tons of
face.
rock. But as you continue to hook around to the north, you think you see a few maybe like small encampments, a couple of tents here, a
They
couple of
might
tents
mess
here.
it up
Like
a
they're
lot
all
large.
very spread out over the course of like several dozen feet.
Don't want
You
to
know.
stick out too much.
They don't really stick out too much, but you do see in the distance what they look to be like, one night tent kind of
And it
shelters.
looks like a warband encampment, not like a merchant travel encampment. right?
Exactly, yeah.
I tap Gauss. I tell Alec, straight ahead, this direction. Well, let's do this.
I can't see you.
Okay, so we'll say you spend about 3 minutes doing this. So after this next engagement, you'll probably have to start making your way back to Elise. Okay, yeah.
We're
So
not
what are
skilled
you
enough to
what are you
find her.
dropping on these tents and stuff?
Well, we have the grenade alchemist fire combo.
Can I just try with the damn bullets?
Of course. Yeah, you can shoot it whatever you want.
I'm gonna try to hit one of the tents that look occupied with a ballista. And
Okay.
this is I'm working off of the intelligence of a barbarian, assisting a fighter with his siege engine. So it's like an orc and a barbarian are standing there going,
That one.
"That one."
Looks
Okay.
like the captain's tent.
All right.
There's lights on. Someone's home.
Yep. Yeah. Just roll to not misfire.
18 on the die.
Okay. Yeah. So the javelin goes careening into the tent.
Nice job.
Wait for Wilhelm scream.
You don't hear any screams.
Damn.
Should have put a little notch in the ballista. They go.
Yeah.
And then
Throw some
reload said
grenades
ballista.
when we're over.
When we stop moving,
No, just throw those that arch. You can't calculate that.
I mean, do you trust me to calculate that?
Okay. So how many grenades are you throwing?
It's not bad.
30.
Please don't throw them all.
How many
It's
did
like
you
the
make?
rock.
There's 30. I was using up my stockpile.
No, I'm lying. He
Okay.
gave me one.
How
He
many
doesn't
would you
remember.
throw? He's saying bombing run.
Right.
And there's a couple of these encampments, so.
Okay, so you drop a couple and start.
Yeah. And I
peppers
did, I did
You
an
start
check.
flower girling grenades out.
Yeah.
off the
No,
side
no,
of
I
the
still
ship.
see Gauss.
Yeah.
Alright, my int is +3, so I rolled a total of 20 for calculating actually hitting things.
Okay. They land on the ground and blow. You see some.
Pew pew.
Yeah. You see them
Okay.
blow up and stuff.
Making some people salsa.
Do we see someone running around on fire?
You don't see any individuals out here.
Just an empty encampment?
They looked like tents and stuff. Yeah.
They knew we were going to do this. This was all set up in preparation for our bombing
Well,
run.
they probably ran after they heard the earthquake from
This
the
is
first
fair.
Yeah, they
But
might
were they running towards or away from the hole?
Probably to the woods.
Away from where the dragon is.
They might have
You know
just
what?
accelerated
I think
the
we should check it
movements.
out.
You want
The
to go down
woods.
Yeah, no, where this encampment is that we don't see anybody out.
We just bombed it.
Yeah.
We don't
Well, I
wanna
mean,
get close enough
you
for the
bomb. You
casters
dropped
to
4
get.
bombs. Like there's several dozen tents all spread
Right,
out.
right.
one
They should
ballista.
be running around though.
You don't see anyone.
I know. That's why we should check it out.
So they might have gone.
Okay.
We'll go fly down there and check it out.
I'm not there.
Mr. Invisibility in flight.
I'm not stopping.
Oh, well then I don't check it out.
You don't want to fucking jump down there right
My-
now.
my
What
flight
if the
speed-
dragon comes down right now?
My flight speed is 5. So
You guys hear another booming draconic roar.
Closer or farther? Or
In the area.
Still in the area.
Yeah.
I hope that's not the
what
city.
does
Well,
he say? Because I speak Draconic.
Yeah, I do too.
Nothing. He's just roaring.
Cry.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dragon!
Where are them pretty mouthed boys?
Blood for the blood god, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I got a nat
Scales from
20,
the
so
scale
that
god?
sounds about right. Sounds
Yeah.
kosher.
Yeah. It's death to non-dragons. I don't know. He's just
I
roaring.
like this.
Yeah.
What's it? Is his intelligence high? Is it
Well, you gotta remember,
Is
it's
that
undead,
is he
so it's
intelligent
probably
enough
just
to
going
You don't know
brains.
anything about this creature.
Because you're not there.
Or undead dragon.
Yeah.
Scales.
Nothing.
It could just be
How would you
another
think it is?
dragon.
It could very well be an We are near the
Yeah,
dragon
at this
hills.
point,
Yeah.
you guys would probably hear it in the city.
What, a dragon
Coming
roar?
from the
Yeah.
city?
Oh, shit.
Is it like a,
No, no, no.
faint?
People in the city
Don't
will
worry,
hear
we're
it.
going to
Yeah,
discuss
they'll
our
hear
2
it.
hours
Yeah.
when this is done.
For them, is it like a faint, like, or is it like it's decent?
Let's see. So you guys came south. And then actually, it's louder for them.
Ah.
The individuals on the boat faintly hear it, but the 3 individuals at the city.
So this time
They're
it
like-
now sounds farther than it was the first.
Correct. Yeah, the
Okay.
3 on the boat would faintly hear it,
Do we
but
roughly
the
hear it in the north direction towards the
yes,
city?
yeah, towards the city.
All right, we still have a couple of minutes. Let's do what we can, but I think they can handle a dragon. I mean, come on. They got a tower full of mages.
You don't want to head back?
You're flying, you choose.
We heading back. Start heading back.
Okay.
Alright.
Full speed.
Yeah. All right. So you can
Full speed. That's 55 miles an hour.
speed.
Go.
I
We
grabbed
are
that
3
satchel
miles
back from
away,
you.
and you did 55 miles an hour.
Yeah, we'll be there in
Good
like a
One
minute.
is missing.
Good.
Okay.
You want to keep one?
So right as the hurricane kind of begins to fully start, since you rolled it, roll your 4d12s to determine how many hours it will last.
12s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
You need
the
some?
barbarian
Even
guy.
one is fine. I'll just roll them multiple
You have
times.
24
I
left.
don't even have a D12,
Yeah, you
bro.
usually do that
One
green
when
one
we
in your
left.
finger.
I also
Yep.
have one.
This
Yeah.
one? No, that's my
24.
favorite.
Let's
What
see
about
why.
this one?
1, 6, 7.
12.
7 plus 12 is 19.
Okay, so the storm will persist for the next 19 hours.
Wow.
It's pretty
Could
standard.
have been
That's pretty good.
38 hours.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard hurricane time.
I rolled 2 once and a 5.
It's all good.
All right,
roll
so-
the one.
He also rolled a 12.
So it is picking up to a hurricane. So for the last few minutes of your flight, it is actually kind of difficult to keep the ship aloft. You can land here near the forest outside of the city and hike the remaining quarter mile on foot without fear of wrecking the ship, or you can attempt to bring the ship in careening to where the city is and have to make a sailing check.
One-way ticket. No.
Yeah.
Is that the forest on the map that's like
This
right
is
near
your
the walls?
boat, bud.
Yeah,
Huh?
but it extends further downriver as well
it's in
to the west, and so you guys are doing this kind of like hook motion to come back to Elise.
And we saw no signs of any other armies on the way? Or I
It's
didn't?
you cannot see through the canopy of the forest over here, so
Okay, we're mainly over forest at this point.
at this point you're mainly over
Gotcha.
forest.
I
So
call out to the captain. I let him know. I say what you just said to me because I'm not.
yeah, you can land here,
I either
basically
land
right by the
or
forest.
we can go into the frickin'. It's up to you, boss. It's your ship.
Go in.
We're land it. Land it.
All right.
We can get there fast enough. We're
I'll
fine.
take us down.
Okay, so you begin to land.
How far away are we from Elise?
It takes you, like 20 seconds to land. You're like 2 minutes from the city on
Walking
foot.
distance?
Yeah, but it's basically like the storm was getting ready to start, and so it's like you could try to fly the last quarter mile in the hurricane, or
Oh, no.
you could land.
I'm
and walk
only
it.
asking because Ricardo and Bernardo are now going to dismount the ballista from the ship.
Okay, yeah, so you take it out.
And then we're going to call upon every one of those guys right there to come help us bring it into Elise to put it.
The two of you could carry it. It's not like it's not large size. You could
Yeah.
break down between two.
I just want to
Yeah.
plant it where orange number 10 is.
And that fold
Or
up?
that opening near orange number 10. Yep.
He removes
There.
the ballista.
Yeah, something like
get
that
off
there.
the ship.
Yeah, so
Merry
you guys
weather.
land. It takes a minute for the ship to fold up.
Yep.
In that
Roll everyone who was on the ship, then roll a perception check.
We see
Nice.
clouds.
Classic guy.
I think we rolled an 11 and a 0.
35.
Okay, so
0.
in the forest, as the ship is folding up, you see lots of signs of foot traffic of creatures moving through the forest.
Like creatures, like they live there.
They're moving to
Or
the
no,
forest?
people.
People.
Okay.
So it definitely looks like a large portion of the army came this way through the forest.
So we're actually behind them.
Burn
behind
down
them
the
at this
forest.
That's
Oh,
good.
yes.
We want that.
Fireball the forest, Gauss.
No. I got this.
The hurricane will put it out.
We have an
Not
earthquake.
necessarily. We do.
You're gonna end up behind all the enemies.
You don't know
That's
how far
good.
behind the enemies you
I
are.
can
Gauss,
tell.
what's your plan?
Okay, if you
First, we gotta find them, so everyone be really stealthy. Second, I have a spell that will do big damage. Let's do
Fireball.
that.
Okay.
Big damage.
So
Okay.
when I see them, like I see the army, I will then summon the lightning elemental to start going through them.
Okay, you don't see anybody yet. but
Oh,
it
I
looks-
see them.
yeah.
That's my prepared action.
Yeah. But yeah, there's definite signs of damage moving through the forest.
Do the tracks look hurried, or
Yes, they do.
are they like recent?
No.
Okay.
So they're already in the town.
Yeah, they weren't 2 hours behind. Sorry.
They were already in the forest when you guys had started your bombing run. Well, at least a portion of them.
Yeah.
You do not know for sure. Okay, so with that being said, so you guys, your intent now is to actually not get into the city to where the rest of the party is, like where your healers are.
They would totally tell us if they were in trouble.
Yeah, but again, my question is, you are not
love how you guys
falling
look at my
back
one
to the
saying, like,
city
it's
as per your plan.
No, we're headed towards the city.
Okay.
Okay, I
You're
know
heading
you're
towards the
Where the
city,
traffic
but
goes.
your intent is to, if you find the enemy encampment, do your plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And then
his
we
plan.
just continue go because
Okay,
we're
but if
behind
you
them,
don't,
right?
you don't
But
know
we-
where they are.
So
Oh.
the intent: run to the city. When we see his army, unleash the elemental. Let him do his plan. We all have means to fly. You guys can carry the ballista in flight, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
We can then fly over the army to get to the city faster, or even if need be, teleport if we had to.
Okay.
I'd
You want
rather
to get a
not.
shrink item on the ballista?
Do you have shrink item?
Yeah.
Right now, it's a magical item.
Oh, we're just gonna carry this off the ship. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I can shrink that
I'm
for
just
you.
being fair. It's technically a magical item right now. It wouldn't work.
Is it though?
It
Yeah,
is
it
for
has
the next
magic weapon cast on it.
for the next
Okay.
10 hours.
But that's the plan. We're going to keep moving forward. Once we come across the army, if possible, we will send havoc into them, and then we will arc over into the city if possible.
Okay. So, we're gonna cut to the city. So, Grendir, Issa, and Rael. You guys, what are you doing in the city while they are bombing?
Make it safe.
I would have gone to find either Alicia or whoever she's got in charge of helping out and seeing what we can do.
Okay. The first person you find is actually Sabrina,
Okay.
which is her
Teenage
main
witch?
assistant.
I thought too.
Does she have a little black cat named Salem?
Oh God, if Sam was in this, it'd be awesome.
Oh, dude.
Does she have one hot Ann and one kind of Ann?
Yeah.
Guys, just to be fair, they didn't side banter while you were doing your bomb run.
Fair,
So,
sorry.
Yeah. So you find Sabrina. She is a wizard. She is one of Alicia's apprentices. She is a young and upcoming wizard. Teenager of sorts.
See, even he's like, I want this happening.
Yeah.
Is she a spunky blonde?
Actually, I can read you her description here in a moment.
She's a spunky blonde.
Oh, Gauss.
Yeah.
Before we do this real quick,
Huh?
I need you to make a will save.
She doesn't think he gets cobalt.
Can I make a spellcraft save first to know why I'm trying to make a will save?
I'll allow it. You do not see the caster, you do not see the origin of the spell, and yeah, so you're at a -10 penalty to those for both of those penalties.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
No, that's pretty bad. But
Yeah, at best it's just die roll.
25.
No, you do not know what the spell is. It's base 15 plus spell level. With the 10 penalty, it's base 25. So you could have identified a cantrip with that. Okay, so you do not identify what type of spell is being done. Now please make your will save.
Don't stare at him. It's too much pressure.
Pressure.
You have nothing for this.
What? I have this.
Okay.
He had his own card.
Yeah.
You have nothing for this.
So I'm gonna play this card.
Okay.
What's the card say? You automatically
Hold on, what's my-
succeed on a will save?
Yes. But what is my will check anyway? Oh, never mind. I'll just roll one.
Spellcaster, I don't have a very good will. Why would I have a good will?
Sorry, I guess it's just your luck, man.
Yeah, 24.
Okay. Somebody is attempting to scry your location.
They
Find us.
Wait.
failed to do so.
Yeah, they're in the. He's on the boat.
No,
No,
he's
he
folded
has-
up.
No.
Oh, fuck.
We're on
Never
foot.
mind. Yeah, we're on
He
foot.
has an amulet of non-detection on him.
That's him.
I thought you got one too.
I cast non-detection on myself every morning. It lasts 24 hours.
Well,
20 hours or
unfortunately, the guy who's scrying on you didn't get that memo.
Either way, it didn't work.
Okay.
I was like, I started doing that when he started doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, that's 1 hour per level, so alright. They probably were off, but
It
either
lasts
way, it did
most of
work.
the day. It's fine.
Thankfully, I rolled high enough.
Okay.
Back to the city.
It's just a
So
scratch.
yes, back to the city.
Wait, why are they scrying on me?
Got you good looking.
It was the
so
boulder.
so you find Sabrina. She is Alicia's like main assistant. She is 7th level.
That's cute.
She's not a full combatant. Most of her spell repertoire focuses with defensive abilities. So she is remained by the tower in the library.
Library.
Okay. What do you need to talk to her about? She is hurried. She is actively coordinating the resistance. All of the civilians who aren't marshals or capable of defending themselves to any sort of degree have been sequestered into the library proper, and the walls surrounding the library have been fortified with walls of stone, and the actual structure of the library itself has been fortified with walls of stone on the outside. There is a back and forth switchback maze that has been constructed with walls of stone to prevent a direct linear attack on the main door, so that any kind of siege weaponry brought up would need to first go through the walls. It is also small sized, so medium-sized creatures need to squeeze through it in order to actually get through. If you're just a civilian in clothes, it's really not that bad, but if like you're a full knight in plate armor, it's going to be a little difficult.
That's actually intelligent. Who would have guessed sages would do such a thing?
Yeah. She like.
Can I go to ask her what can I do to help?
She says that most all of the structures in the city except for the tower and the library are more or less distractions. So she says if you have any kind of illusion spells, now that she's heard the dragon, cast some illusions in the like alleyways between the buildings, so that it would maybe like waste a breath attack or something trying to kill those people. If you have the spell Stone Spike, cast that out in the courtyard. Also, if you have any kind of the ability to cast similar traps, like fire traps, that'd be a snake sigil, exploding runes, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, entangles, just be prepared to cast those things out in the town, but away from the tower and away from the library. She does tell you that the last time the town was attacked like this was a long time ago, and most enemies used a combination of like speed and aerial attacks to come up over the walls and then land on the inside. And they were working in like small controlled groups, just doing like ambush tactics, guerrilla tactics. So they would come in, they would cast a whole bunch of spells to mess everything up, and then they would fall back, rearm themselves, re-up on potions if they needed to, and then come back into the fight. They didn't necessarily do like a prolonged siege or anything like that. She does tell you that the town is not suited to resist a siege. With everybody brought in from the countryside, they maybe have enough supplies to last 3 days. If, the battle goes on any longer than that.
Enough mages and people to
Yeah.
create food.
Well, the clerics, she does tell you that anybody who could create food and water is probably going to be prepping combat spells or healing magic, as those might be a little more, necessary. No, create water is a cantrip, but create food I think is first level. But yeah, so she does tell you those things. She says that the other members of her class, Joyce and Sarah, are in the tower. They have barricaded themselves strategically throughout the tower and access to balconies. So their plan is to kind of like take cover on their turn, move out, cast a whole bunch of magic, draw some aggro, and then step back inside into the protection of the tower. Alicia is at the top of the tower, and she's mostly going to be focusing on killing anything that isn't inside the town. So as the groups, if she spots them coming into the town, she's just going to drop like meteor swarms and all kinds of stuff on them from up there.
Okay.
You guys are in trouble.
Nah.
She'll know it's us.
She likes none of
Oh,
you
hey,
guys.
yeah, it's those guys. Yup. It's those guys.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'd take that information, I go back and find those two and
Okay, yeah, so you're down, in the central, courtyard area just outside the tower. She does tell you politely that Elise has requested you not be in the tower. But if you absolutely have to, it is the last line of defense. Civilians have been brought into the library, and so she doesn't want combatants in there so that they get confused with people. Duncan's likely to take them prisoner and try to exchange hostages with Bard's Gate.
We don't keep hostages.
Sounds to me like a smart man.
Alright. Was there anything else? Anything specific?
just wanted to know we could do that.
Okay, yeah. Trap the city. Just remember where you cast stuff because obviously they need to be dispelled, before the civilians go back after the battle. And then do as much as you can to prep this area, for a fight because the main strike force is probably going to be gunning after Alicia as she is the biggest threat. Once she's down, they're basically just going to start going down the chopping block at whoever's left.
We're really low on that list. We're good.
Not to
We failed 3 times.
offend them, but I would ask if they've made extra fortifications hence after hearing the tower after hearing the dragon.
Sarah and Joyce are probably on that.
Okay.
But yeah, they've spent most of their spells already defending the key structures.
Yep.
Grenadier.
Just
I'm going to be putting a glyph of warding around on
Okay.
certain objects, like near the gates and near certain alleyways. I'll let the commanders of the forces know, because all the civilians have already been packed away, correct?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. I'll let all the commanders know where it is and let them know the password to the glyph, which is Stone Cleaver.
Stone Cleaver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So cool.
Yeah, it's my last name, so.
All right.
That was cool.
I could have been Good Lord. Actually, Good Lord Tier. There we go.
Stop.
Thank you for making me rethink that.
Okay.
But I'm going to be setting them to blast glyphs.
Okay.
So we'll be doing 5d8 damage if they pass. 5d8 sonic damage. if
Okay.
they
And
pass.
how many of those are you casting?
All right. So we have 2 hours since they left.
Yeah.
So I was going to cast.
It only lasts 10 minutes.
It only last 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
I think it's the cast.
No, duration permanent until discharged.
Yeah, it takes
Is it
10 minutes for
warding?
each.
Yeah.
takes 10
No,
minutes for
casting time 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
So I'm trying to do. There's 6. I need to redo the spells. You want me to roll for those for re-prepping the spells?
Yeah. You've already reprepped 2.
So that's 2.
Yeah, but that's in the 2-hour time frame he has, in which to reprep a spell once each.
Do you have the
I'm talking
diamond?
about the DC.
You gotta roll
Because the DC goes up, so it's 15. Yeah.
plus 3 plus 2.
Yeah.
So 20.
Do you have the
20.
diamond powder for all those?
Yeah, each 20.
It's 200 diamond powder for each.
Yes, he does, and I know
Yes,
why he
I
does.
have 1,000.
Cool.
Because
That is-
he owes me.
So that means you only can do 5 at most.
Yeah. I'm going to try to do 3.
And I know someone else who owes
Okay.
me too.
So
So.
reprep them.
Yeah.
You need a 20.
That's plus.
3K.
Spellcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh,
13.
pass it. Yeah.
Okay, so first one, DC goes up by 1, so you need 21.
21. Still pass.
Yep, so pass.
Okay,
22.
22.
Okay. Roll it again.
You need it for a skill.
Pass. 17.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you're able to reprep those 3 spells and cycle through them and cast them. Where are you casting them specifically?
On this map here, this is the main.
You don't need to exclusively put it on this map.
Okay.
Since it is sonic damage, you could put it on a gate or something so that if they breach the gate, you would be alerted. Since the gates are not within line
I
of
will
sight.
put one on the gate near Elise's tower.
Okay, so this
Is
one.
it, yeah, I remember. Yeah, that one there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
I can't.
Right in the front of it.
Progressed in the states.
Do you think
If you put it on the front
side
side of the gate, they will be potentially able to see it. So you want to put it on the back side of the gate so that it's actually facing the town.
Okay.
So that way, if they breach the gate, it
They
would
run
break.
through.
Yeah.
Okay. I will run and do the back gate as well, because
Okay.
obviously they're going to try to come to more accessible areas.
Okay.
Guys, the door's
And then I will put one. If this is kind of been decided as the most defensible location, correct?
This is where they have started to set up their defenses.
Mhm.
If you want to synergize, which you do, you also need to defend this area.
All right. I'm going to put one down in the alleyway, down over there.
Like Junction.
Here?
Yes.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Oh, that's a horrible spot. You can blow up somebody's house with force damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, just saying.
Windows.
Just some windows.
Yeah, like little.
This is the gate. Or
Yeah,
the
it is
wall,
also
I'm assuming?
5 square feet per level, so it'd be 50 square feet, right?
What?
It's 5 square feet per level. I don't know. It's 10, 15, 20.
That's the damage area, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the
Is it gonna
blast
be the-
radius,
Yeah.
basically.
Auto touch are up to 5 square feet per level.
Yeah.
I'm reading it right off the actual like.
Object
stuff.
touched, or up to 5 square feet per level.
So if it's not the
So
guy
10
who
squares.
touches it, it's just 5 square feet of force damage.
10 squares
Just
around.
an explosion, yeah.
Scroll.
So count out from the center
Down,
to where
scroll down.
you're currently at.
You're doing a blast glyph, right?
Yeah, am I doing it wrong?
Blast glyphs do damage to the intruder and to all within 5 feet of him or her.
Thank goodness.
Okay. So
However,
actually
your
it's on
glyph
them?
can react within a 5 square foot per level.
Okay. Cool.
You know how blast glyphs work.
Yeah. I just want you to do it right. I don't
Kill
want us to be
big
like,
people.
oh, that
So
was great.
it's whoever looks at the glyph first, or how does that actually?
If they come within 5 feet of
Okay.
it, it will detonate
And it detonates with radius on the actual person who
on the
did.
glyph.
Okay.
So
That's
if,
fine.
as long as they're within 5 feet, it will blow up, and then they will be a part in the blast radius.
He's right.
Unless they're covered in anti-magic field.
No, it's
So you
creatures.
go gate,
It's actually anybody who doesn't know
down,
it's there and
you're
doesn't know the
gonna go
password.
Yeah, that's all I can
It's
do. And I'm going to
creatures.
reprep
So-
other spells
so,
back to what I had before.
Once again, how are we getting back into town?
Pass.
We'll find out when we get there.
We'll come across that.
All right, so while they're doing that, Rael, what are you doing?
I would be running between all of the entryways into and out of the city, doing perception checks, making sure that
They're
no
gonna
one's
keep the gate
invading.
open for you guys.
If there
You
are
had it fine,
individuals
just
that I
leave.
see, like one-off spies trying to gauge the power level of our fighting force, I would dispose of them as quickly as I could.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Are you actually just
You see 2 assholes with a ballista.
That's a 29.
Okay, and so we'll say that you're starting with the eastern gate.
Okay.
You get to the eastern gate, you're running along the walls, looking out over the horizon, checking. When you reach the top of the eastern gate, you look into the distance and you see a red dragon flying along the horizon, hooking around to the north side of the town.
I will bust out my wand of sending and let Elise know herself the current situation of this dragon is spotted at the east, heading north.
Okay, she replies with.
so much.
Yeah, like,
Red.
thanks, can confirm, moving to engage.
Sorry, I
Should I
already
like
have a
to wait
boyfriend.
Dylan,
What do you
as
have?
well as that, I would ask Rael if
You're
he
not
would-
there.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we would have engaged each other at some point because
This is the start of your perception.
Oh, okay.
He is
Okay.
busy placing traps.
Okay.
So you have not rendezvoused yet.
Okay.
So that is on the eastern wall. You pull the wand, you cast the spell, mark the charge
I have.
as used. Okay. She responds like, noted, I got it, I'm gonna get ready to do appropriate things. The dragon is looking like it's moving around to the north side, like I was saying, but it doesn't show signs of
Engaging.
immediately hooking back in yet.
Like it's circling. Like
Yeah, but
it's
at
like a shark
very far.
circling a
Yeah.
boat. Got it.
would he notice if the dragon is alive or
Not from that distance.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you continue moving along the wall, or do you change your plan now that you see the dragon?
I would still continue. I mean, I'm clocking all of the information I can and relaying it as much as possible to everyone I can.
Okay. So you guys start, or you specifically start heading south along the wall, hooking around to the south side of the city. Roll another perception check.
25.
Okay, so from the south, also hooking their way east, looking like they're coming around to the north side of the town, you see Duncan on his nightmare, but he's more or less doing a fast walk, and you see a couple of other individuals on horseback. That they're not in like full charge, but they are double moving, basically.
We scared.
How many individuals in total? Just 4?
Duncan plus 4.
Duncan plus 4. So
Five.
that would mean there's another general we didn't know about. Potentially. Another 2
Mike
generals
was
we didn't know
outside.
about. Yeah.
Probably
Mike and
sure.
Sully.
Yeah.
I would relay again this information to Elise, saying Duncan spotted on the eastern side, western side,
This would be in the east.
eastern
Yeah.
side. I currently see 5. Him.
Yeah.
2, 4.
The only reason you know it is Duncan at this distance is because you can see the nightmare,
Nightmare.
specifically. Yeah.
So I could. I'm assuming 2 other. Joe, Zach, 2 others.
correct.
Right.
Yeah. You that is a correct assumption. Like you
Yes.
could assume that. Yeah. Okay. So you send that. Make sure you mark the charge. She responds in a similar manner. Understood. She tells you that she isn't able to see them from where she is because she's kind of like trying to keep an eye on where the dragon's going.
That is why I'm relaying this information to her specifically, so
Yeah.
she can make
She can tell
Appropriate
you.
steps.
Yes.
a tactical approach to each individual gate.
Yeah. Okay. You continue to move along the wall to the south. Roll a perception check.
That is another 29.
Okay, so at this point in time, you would see the storm beginning to gather in the south.
Okay.
It has been several minutes since the team departed, so the storm has not been fully summoned, but its summoning has been completed.
Approximately how far out from the city is the storm?
They completed the storm in such a way that there's about a 600-foot gap between the edge of the storm and
okay,
the,
so
in the town.
we're getting precipitation, but we're not getting anything else.
Correct. Yeah, you can see the effects of the
That's
storm,
fine.
but it is per the spell. It is not affecting you in your current position.
Understood.
Do you guys want to get
Yeah.
back together? All together? I have a scroll of teleport and a scroll of greater teleport.
Well, we'll discuss that in a moment. It's still the city people.
But you do not see any forces coming from the south.
I would, under that information,
Also, you see an absolutely massive mushroom cloud of dust.
I would
You
message.
swear you hear Gauss
I
laugh.
would sending
That's what I would
Alec.
think.
Okay.
Duncan's behind it.
What is your current situation, and how far away from you, from the city, are all of you?
Okay, so at this point, the group is just after engaging the second encampment,
Yeah, we just
where you found the sparse layout. Yeah.
we're now flying, doing one
I
last
would-
perception to the force.
I want.
Yes.
I would relay information in a specific manner, saying, "Where are you, and where are you heading currently?"
Where are you?
You're at the helm, currently flying towards the force.
Okay, so yeah, so you have 25 words.
Towards the forest?
Yeah, like we haven't landed yet. That's where we're
Yes.
at this point in time.
Correct.
Yes, you are moving to the forest.
We're moving to the forest, about to complete our run.
I know. The password is.
Then heading up towards the city. Gonna have to land.
Gave me no information as to what cardinal direction they're heading.
You know where the forest is. It's to the southwest of your current position.
Okay.
That's
So they were in the
big,
south.
broad area.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
You also
are.
probably guessed where
They
the dust
traveled basically just due south,
Yes.
traveling at roughly 30 miles an hour.
So they're
They
out of
stopped.
my. I haven't made my round to that gate yet.
You can't even see them because you're outside of the Mage's Sanctum at this point.
Okay.
So the ship has been cloaked, and
Well,
you can't see the ship.
That's why I'm not asking. I'm asking for general direction from where they might come through.
Would he
Because-
see a cloud moving through the sky?
Not at that distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be like trying to see a heat wave from like thousands of feet
And
away.
with a hurricane behind it. Yeah,
like
that's
it's
true.
not. It's
I
imperceptible.
just
Again,
want a
it's
general
true.
direction and want to know where they're progressing.
Yeah.
So I can tell Elise Alicia where
Yes.
they may enter from.
So so they travel due south out of the town, engaged an enemy encampment, and they're rather than coming due north back, they're hooking northwest this way,
Trying to find what
trying to find more.
Okay.
All right.
No, like each of them has an ability to fly, so they can just fly.
So you sending Alicia to tell them where they are, where you think they are.
Where I think they are.
Okay.
probably get up.
Yeah. No, at this point, I mean, like this is military combat
Yeah.
in a table, in an RPG environment because
That's fair.
she's even though she's a powerful wizard, she still only has 2 eyes.
Yep.
So
There's a spell.
there is a spell for that. but
We're
she doesn't have
earning
that.
her respect right now.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but
I am earning her.
You're
respect
not.
right now.
You're not earning any more ire.
Yes, that was what I was going for.
I
Yeah.
didn't have any ire with her to begin with.
All right, so
You're with us.
she,
Guilty by
so again, she
association.
confirms the message, and she relays to you that she sees coming from the north a mass of individuals.
I would use my wand of sending to both 2 charges to tell Grenadier and Issa both. Forces coming from the north. I cannot currently engage with you in doing more recon.
Okay, so mark the 2 charges. You each get a sending that there are possible enemies in the north coming to you.
Okay.
How do you feel about me moving our group
It's 25, right?
individually,
And-
considering we are
25
currently
words, yeah.
apart?
Do you have a cardinal direction?
I
in
named
this
our team,
somewhere?
but
So we know
what we do as a team and with our unit is completely different to what they are doing with their teams and their units. I don't want to speak for their units.
Yeah, please don't
Just
talk
ours.
about my unit.
I won't talk about
backwards.
your unit.
Keep my unit out your damn mouth.
I will.
It's just
Alright.
No, I'm gonna leave it that way just to annoy you.
Give me a sec to
Okay,
find
so
it.
yeah, it's
I'll
roughly
talk to
this
him
way.
and I'll,
Okay. Actually, give me
And so
one.
I am going to do one of my spell slots, and I'm going to use Spike Growth as suggested by Sabrina, and put it. She said it was coming from the north,
Yeah.
so I will go ahead and do that.
Out there. Go ahead and mark it appropriately, and then I will continue with it.
I really would like to keep him within like the distances they can cast.
A
their
20,
spells.
yeah. So a 20-foot square, yeah, is going to be a 4 by 4. So you'll get
Yeah, he's like it's like 100.
10 of those.
150 feet.
They have to be connected.
And these 2 other ones are more.
So he only has
Okay.
3 level spells.
That would be 4th level caster.
All right. So back to Rael.
Yes.
So you send them. You let them know. You got
I
units coming
want
in
to
from the north.
send a message as well.
Oh yes.
So
Sorry.
about 600 feet
Um,
range.
Okay.
Give or take.
I message back. Thanks for info.
Are you-
Tell ship crew gates are sorry. Tell ship crew
Sorry.
traps at gates, glyphs. Password is good lord tier.
Wait, I thought it was Stonecutter.
Was this a reply using my wand?
No,
of
I
sending,
changed it.
Or was it? Or were
Good
we
Lord tier.
using?
On all
It's
of
a
them?
reply.
It's
all
a
of
reply.
Yeah.
If he could hear an audible sigh,
He probably heard it
He
across the
would.
city.
Guys,
Thank you.
can I message them after 7 p.m. when I get free sending?
I have to. It's a 5th level spell. For
I don't
me.
think he's old enough to get that joke.
not.
Thankfully, he's not. It was a bad time.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
it was.
Okay, so
we send text
Anyway,
after a certain
let-
point, right?
let's focus.
Break, I'll tell you about it.
Let's focus.
Yeah.
So, he sends you a reply. Noted. Tell the ship crew gates are trapped. Password.
I would message Alec again, or
Okay.
sending Alec again.
Alec or Van?
Alec or Van.
Which one?
We'll do Alec.
Okay.
Glyphs placed at gates. Don't enter via gates. Grenadier's doing.
Fucker.
Torpor?
And then, for the last remainder words, he hears a very long-winded sigh.
No
Before
password.
you respond,
He's a drow.
have we landed at this point when we got that message?
Yeah. It's been a few minutes.
Okay. You have that information, do as you wish on your response.
Damn, the man set up bomb. He didn't even leave a password.
What kind of asshole?
I guess
Well, doesn't that deactivate it?
I guess.
no,
so
it
that's
doesn't.
all around.
Yeah.
It's only
No.
if it's discharged.
10 more
If you
words.
if you say the password,
You want
it
teleport?
does not explode. It's,
Yeah.
That we've seen tracks.
I understand that.
Yeah.
He did not tell
I
them.
know. I'm sitting here dumbfounded.
Yeah.
There's
Hey, it's like
I
I
feel-
understand that magic.
Hold on, he's still responding to you,
Yeah.
I feel.
Or not, I feel. I see that there's bad guys southwest of you.
So they're coming north and south.
Pincer! It's a pincer!
Will be coming from.
He left you with from.
We'll be coming from.
I'll send him again.
From where?
Password is good Lord Tier.
Thank you.
What direction are you coming from?
Alright, make sure you're
Or
marking these
what,
charges.
what direction are they coming from? I am.
The password is good. Lord Tier. Alright, so we just gotta say Lord Tier.
No, it was a
Well,
painful. Good Lord.
Oh no.
Alright, so
Good. We've
That is a good password.
That is a good password.
I only need one character.
Yeah,
to say
we'll be
it.
coming from the. Are we,
We say the
pause. We're coming from the west.
And we're coming.
We'll be coming from the west.
We're southwest, right?
yes.
We're southwest now, coming from the west,
Okay.
going into the west.
I will.
He's like, I'll contact Alec. He's
If
smart.
we're in the west, we're coming from the west and
concentrating
the
on
east.
fucking
No,
Splash.
you've already landed.
Yeah, you've landed at this point.
After
Fuck.
he has
In my head, I'm
relayed
so quiet.
the information that there's troops coming from the southwest into the west, I will message Alicia again saying, troops advancing from southwest to west. I do not know their full cardinal directions.
Okay. So yeah, so she sent you another reply. And at this point, you're circling most of the city at this point. She tells you that Dragon has changed course, moving to tower.
I will send 4 uses
What?
Because he can.
Resource management. We are on ascendance.
of my wand of sending to Issa, Grendier, Van, and Ricardo because he has the ballista. Dragon approaching from the west?
North.
North. Dragon approaching from the north. Red dragon. Do not know the speed at which it arrives.
I'd like to respond first. Oh my god, I'm going insane and hearing voices! What the fuck?
New voices.
I want you guys to know, since I've gotten this wand of sending, I had 50 charges just in this interaction
used 10
alone.
so far.
I've used more than 10. I've used 14.
Well used. Okay.
Well used, yeah. Worth it.
Communication is most important in war.
I'm the one.
Because I know it's a town with wizards, I will respond back with, is teleportation possible back into town? Is it the same dragon? Can you guys handle it?
I will message him again.
Because I will guesstimate. Can I guesstimate how long, if we start booking it, to get there?
Yeah, a few minutes.
Can be within a few minutes, but potential army.
A few minutes is a lot of time. I will message. I will sending him back.
The dragon moves at like 100 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
So it's
It's
there.
screaming.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! I will sending him back panicked. No, not enough time.
Yeah.
Messaging Alicia. Run.
Wait, cast invisibility
Faster.
on the tower. It'll fly head first into it.
Okay, so you you guys know for a fact there is no forbiddance over Elise. You can teleport in.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
I
There's a forbiddance in the tower, but not over the whole town.
I would look at Alec and then say, dragons running on there. I think we need to teleport back. Unfortunately, they can't
we're-
handle it. Apparently.
We all hand to get together.
Okay.
And I will. Where are we going?
I'll put my shoulder on Ricardo and then Bernardus while they're holding the ballista.
Where are we going?
Get us into the town. Not the tower. It's
Right
probably
next to
warded.
Grandier.
I don't know where Grandier is. Just
Grandier
In
would
front of the
have been
library.
back
Take us to the front of the library.
right in front of the library. I'm gonna cast
So
the
how
spell.
many people can you carry?
I think exactly this amount.
Because it's 1 per 3.
3, 6, 9,
He
12.
counts as 12.
Ballista doesn't count as people.
There's 5 of you.
Oh no.
Well, no, it doesn't,
Oh, no.
doesn't count you though. It's you plus so many.
Now I have to look this up.
Yeah. Let's look it up real quick.
1, 2,
I'm
1, 2,
half.
3, 4.
This is new information. I wasn't planning
10
on
plus
using
4.
this.
Yeah.
Gauss, Van, Ricardo, Bernardo.
Yeah. Plus
Looks like
him,
y'all
but
are
it may
right.
not include him. We'll see.
You type slow. You're ham-fisted. Your mother doesn't love you.
I mean,
Damn, son.
Wow.
Like he's the only one at this table with that problem.
All right, what is it?
Emotional damage.
I'm getting on teleport.
Do I
so
get
can go down to
XP for
greater.
emotional damage?
No.
But I should.
It should be the same as teleport, but just out the mischance.
Yeah, chance, yeah, you don't have to roll.
So it's what do you want to know?
Put a dot
How many people can you
characters
take?
Yeah, creatures.
each one.
All creatures.
Do you want me to put a dot on each one?
Yeah.
Its object is up to maximum levels. A large creature counts as 2 medium creatures.
One additional creature carrying for or it's
It's
equivalent
additional,
per
yeah.
3 caster levels.
Yeah, so one additional
So 12.
creature. So yeah, you
Per
can take all.
3. Yep, so
yeah.
all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate this part.
Anyone else taste butthole?
All right. So you guys land in here.
Dramatically.
Yeah.
Three port stance.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're gonna teleport into your spikes.
That
So
would be funny.
yeah.
It would be funny. It would be funny.
Right in front of the spikes. Oh.
Not just in front of the spikes, in the spikes.
Just above them where the floor would have been.
He said traps
Okay.
from Grendir.
So yeah. So you guys teleport back. All right. The group has reconvened. Everybody except for Grendir and Rael.
can we roll the mischance?
No, after doing the glyphs, I would have headed back to that area.
Okay.
I don't know how long it's been since I've done the glyphs, but that's
Yeah.
what I would have done.
Okay. So you're also there. So Rael is still doing some scout moves.
I placed ballista where I said I was placing ballista.
Got it.
After this is my last card. It's gonna be my last thing. After I've relayed that panic message, I would use my ring of invisibility to make myself obviously invisible and not detectable by individuals unless they can see.
So you're like, you can't see.
I do want to add. Point it away from the tower.
Oh, okay.
Like, I want to point the ballista directly at the tower. I'll get any cowards that try to leave.
Okay. So yeah, So you go invisible. Greater invis. You know that's only rounds per level, not full.
Yeah, but you can attack.
I have my Dagger of the Shadowlands. I can use greater invisibility.
A couple of times a day, but not indefinitely.
3 times per day.
Yeah, but that would.
Yeah,
That's
why-
30
But
minutes
that,
a day.
That's 5 minutes.
why is
Like
it
it's not
turning
gonna be forever.
The
Because
only
each
thing-
greater invis is
Because
only
it's on
one
top
round
of
per
the
level.
wall.
Remember, the only thing
That's
coming
why
at us
they
right
can
now
see
is the
them.
dragon. No actual forces have.
Yeah, no actual
But it-
forces
it
have
are-
been spotted.
Okay.
The dragons.
All right, and you're still out on the wall, or do
Oh,
you move
right.
back
Yeah.
to
I thought
the
you
center,
meant
or where the
no,
tower
he's
is?
using the-
I would make my way through into the units, tapping each one on the shoulder, letting them know, or the commanding units to let them know that the dragon is approaching.
Okay.
And then I would find I'd probably end up somewhere closer to the library to start putting a defensive perimeter.
I mean, there's a bunch of spikes right here.
Guys, we're going for 20 minutes.
I'm pretty sure I would have clocked that if I was, Naruto running
Yeah,
on
you
the
would be able
walls.
to see the spikes. You're a
Alright.
rogue.
I hope so. I tried to make it evident.
Ooh, it's spiky.
the back.
What is those? Spike?
Okay.
Would I be able to perceive the dragon flying at the city from this position?
Yes.
I would immediately begin summoning the element.
How far
the
away
lightning
is it from
elemental
me?
then.
Okay.
How far away is it from me?
The dragon.
Yes.
It's a lot of spikes.
We're gonna roll
I did it
initiative.
twice.
How far away is it though?
Couple. We'll say it's 3,000 feet away.
Oh, okay, that's different.
At
I was
100
thinking
rounds?
hundreds of feet.
It moves at about 1,000 feet around right now.
Jesus fuck.
So we have 3 rounds to put on whatever we get.
So you guys will have 3 rounds to do any dragon specific buffs. And with that, we're gonna take a quick break before we come back to initiative.
Huzzah!
I like.
Right, everyone. We're back with part 3. Episode 1 of the Defensive Elise. Part 3, we have a couple breaks, so we've had a little bit of a scouting opportunity. The forward team took the ship out south and did some observation. There was also a team that stayed back in the city doing some prep. Most notably, there were some glyphs placed throughout the town. Some good scouting going on at the city proper, observing what's going on around, and also the spikes summoned within the city to act as dangerous terrain for anybody. Each of these purple dots denotes a square that has been affected with the spikes. Just know that that targets creatures, not enemies. So anybody who lands in them will take the penalties. Okay?
Good.
All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go around the table and we're going to declare where we are starting. Where you would be for those 3 rounds of buffing. So Issa and Asher.
We heard men were coming from the group of men were in the north.
There's everyone coming from everywhere. Yeah.
You said
Yeah. The dragon's coming from the north, Duncan's in the east, some of the army is in the forest to the west. They didn't necessarily find anybody else in the south. It doesn't mean there aren't anybody there.
It's
You know,
Makai.
there's it is all kinds of badness happening.
and these are.
Those are barricades that defenders have put up.
Okay. Asher's gonna be obviously on the ground,
Yep.
probably waiting to see where enemies are coming from. I am going to probably be up around here, trying to
On top of the building.
Yes.
Okay.
Attempting to be able to shoot anybody I can see, and
Okay.
then buffing as we go.
Alright. Grendier?
Right in front of the list, though.
Grendier is going to take position to the right, right by that front wall to the left. Yeah, right about there.
Right by that front wall to the left.
Be careful of the spikes.
Yeah, away from the spikes. Obviously, I'm not gonna do myself that way.
I heard Granger wants to
Um,
run into the spikes.
And then for my, do you want my 3 rounds of what I'm doing?
No. Right now we're just doing position. Alright,
Yeah.
Gauss?
Yeah. Somewhere I can see things.
In the gatehouse?
Right in
Is that,
front of
is
the
that like
bus.
up?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay, so you are 15 feet off the ground there. Okay,
What do you come?
Alec?
I'm gonna be about 80 feet up.
Okay.
I'll have it marked. And I'll be like hugging the wall of the tower. But
So you'll be underneath this.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love you, Tower.
Okay.
And just keeping an eye out on anywhere if I see a group of their men. Just all right, fireball.
Got it.
Kind
You gonna give your
kind of
balls
deal.
to groups of men. Heard.
You're manning the ballista? And
Yeah,
you're comfortable with the ballista there?
that is where I chose it to be. I don't see an issue with it being right there. Why? Do you think it would serve a better purpose one notch over on the other side of Alec?
No, I think there's fine. These are up in the air. These are balconies within the tower.
Yeah,
so
I'm
you
just
can-
using those as a visual and measurement increment.
Yeah. No, that's fine there. I
It's
was just
facing north. Do you think the preferred? Or, yeah, I'm
You
just
know,
staying where I'm at.
it swivels.
Yeah.
So you have a 180 degree.
Oh, good. So I can hit my whole party.
Yeah. All right. So both of you are there.
Yep.
All right, Van.
I would move up to one of the front little walls.
Here.
Not that close to Grendier. He got me killed last time. No, put me the one near the building, like next to Issa. Yep,
Don't
like
worry,
right
I'll
around
get that
there.
record.
Jeez, remember
I'm
that
just
man?
teasing you, Josh, but
All right. And the storm elemental.
actually, he has a flying speed of 100.
Yep.
The dragon has 3 rounds.
Yep.
I tell it, go get it.
I don't think
Fly
that
at him,
thing
they'll
can
beat
take a
him up.
dragon, dude.
Okay. So it flies off the board.
Yeah, it'd fly right towards that dragon
Okay.
because it has flyby attack. So
Yep.
I would be prepping a spell.
What spell?
When he got within 220 feet of me, I would try to cast Hold Monster on him.
Nice.
Okay.
It's attacker.
All right. Braille.
Against my better judgment, and this is gonna be the one and only time probably this will be said on camera.
I'm gonna
I
be
will
next to Grendier.
I will be next to Grendier.
Called it.
I look over and go,
hi, buddy.
We're gonna have a nice little moment.
All right.
5 feet behind him. Give me a spell check.
All right, so
That's a safe.
with that, let's go ahead and enter roll initiative.
Wait, you didn't tell us where Duncan chose to be.
No, that's cocked.
Precise.
That's fucking
It's not there
cheating.
yet. It's all good. One thread at a time, guys. Oh wait, maybe this is Jack from Sword helping us out.
That's wishful thinking.
You like that though, right?
Yeah, I did.
21.
I haven't got done left, so it's all good. And he does befriend both chromatic and metallic, so
Yeah.
I'll send him a red dragon. Sure.
All right,
guys.
so
Dragon.
Unless it's vulnerable to.
Grendier.
Yes. I would like to be at the bottom of the list.
Okay, Gauss.
9.
Should have
Alec?
rolled.
13.
I refuse
Ricardo?
to answer.
Ricardo's 21.
Bernardo.
18. And why else gonna say it again? I want to be under Grandier.
Van.
24.
And Rael.
20. If anyone matches, I have a 7 initiative. Or 7 my initiative bonus.
Okay. All right, Van. It looks like you have the calm with the 24.
Alright, you stated we have 3 rounds.
Yes.
Alright, noticing that it's clearly a red dragon, I will go ahead and drink a Protect from Energy Fire. Because that's a good idea.
That's why I stood next to the cleric.
That's why I've got a ring of 20.
So it gives me 120 points.
Mm-hmm.
120 fire.
Although, how do we know if it's undead? It didn't turn into like necrotic damage.
That'd be my first round of prep.
And
Okay.
before we all split up, when we were all together, I would have casted haste on all of us.
Yeah, you can
Before we do the big
you went around.
break.
Sure. Yeah, you guys can all haste together, but you will lose 3 rounds of it.
Yes, totally agree. You guys have 9 rounds of it left.
After the 3 rounds of
Cool. Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
It would have been 12, but now it is 9.
Quick
That's on
clarification. What does it do again?
You get a +1 to your attack and damage. Not damage. +1 to attack, +1 to reflex saves. And you get an extra attack if you full round attack.
Yep. Doesn't increase my speed.
That's 1.
At least by 30.
And I get a 30. Cool.
Doesn't make me taller.
No.
Does it make my scaly head?
How long does it last?
+1 to your
AC,
AC,
reflex saves,
your reflex saves, and +1 to your attack rolls as well.
and you get another
Well,
attack.
but
at
You
full
get an
attack
extra
bonus.
attack if you have if you take a full attack range.
I just now remember.
And you get 30.
30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet to each speed.
Yep. And that's for the next
Remember,
9 rounds.
we were in that fight with Duncan.
You're the next 9 rounds.
But it only goes up to
There was
half
a
your speed,
note
though.
That we knew of.
You
30
don't
max.
have-
30 max.
Assassin. Did I hit?
Justin, you moved
the
60.
lowest, the one that was leading.
It's by 30 feet to a
I thought it could only
to a
go
maximum
over.
of twice.
Yeah, twice. That's how I
fighter
know.
with the spear.
So if your movement speed is normally 30,
I
most
have it written
people
down
is
as
30.
40. I know. I have it written down as 40. I forgot to be an idiot.
You have 40?
Yeah, that's 40 feet.
Because
Because
the
I'm a
maximum
dwarf.
speed is 20.
I only move 20 feet.
There you go.
Stubby legs.
Yeah.
All right, so Van, you drink the potion. Anything else?
For that round?
Yeah, we're just doing 1 round.
Yeah, no, there's everything else I can do is a standard action each time, so.
Okay, Ricardo.
Well, I have no magical abilities whatsoever. So I'm going to load a bolt into the ballista, so it's ready to be fired.
Okay. Rael.
That's a gateway, correct?
Where?
Right there, on the very far back portion here. No. Here. Right here?
No.
No?
That is the entrance to the library.
Okay, that's the entrance to the library.
Yeah.
And then these portions here are gates, correct?
No.
No?
Those are just makeshift palisades that the defenders put up.
Okay.
They're just barricades. The gates are off the map except for this one,
All right.
this is just like a secondary gate. Actually, this gate isn't really even on the map because the rest of the tower is right here. The gate is more or less back this way, but there is a set of towers here to help channel traffic around the tower.
Okay. Would you allow me to meander off to the gates and then back in this round?
In one round.
In this 1 or 2 rounds?
So there's a gate in the north that connects to the road that leads to Glavir. There's a gate to the west that goes along the old road that you take to go way out to Bard's Gate. And then there's this gate here on the south.
Probably be the north gate because that's the one that has the spikes.
Okay, so you want to get to the north gate?
Could I get there and back within 2 rounds?
No.
Okay. I defeats that right. Alright.
Bring your ties. We're burying him in Louis, right?
I will then instead
Who's talking to you?
use my wand of sending again. 1, 2,
Gotta be a
3,
Keep saying my.
4, 5. It is my wand of sending.
It is.
I bought it.
You invested into it.
Oh, I thought this was the one I got from Caden.
No.
Alec,
1, 2,
No, we
No,
use
that's
that
going
one.
on.
5, 6, 7.
Brings it back.
I'll use 6 charges of my wand of sending to notify everyone in the party of the other 2 individuals that potentially, or that were traveling with Duncan, could potentially be the assassin that me and Goss fought in the tower, and then the other guy who I think was like a fighter, but he was like kind of like a leader that was on the the floor under
That we're coming up.
that Gauss was listening in on.
Okay, you have one standard action, so you cannot view them with sending, but you could like shout to them from where you are.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do that.
Save you 6
Okay.
charges.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a little offended that Asher and Bernardo didn't make the list.
All right. So you shout to the party that you think you have an idea of who the other riders are, possibly the assassin and the other fighter.
Yes, and then
Okay.
can I use like a bonus action, just like crouch behind the wall and stealth?
You can take a move action to stealth. Yes.
Alright, cool.
You have cover. After Rael is Issa.
I will continue. Okay, I started with Duncan with Asher and
So stone skin on Asher. Okay, so he moves over to you and you stone skin him.
I can just change it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So stone skin. Bernardo.
Readying an action to fire at any red dragons that appear within shooting distance.
Okay.
Now that we're aware of a red dragon.
Okay. So then you see careening towards the town from the north is a massive red dragon. It is quadruple moving. It is taking the run action as part of its moving in order to close on the city. So it is moving exceptionally fast,
But straight at.
but straight. And yes, straight at the city.
Yeah, so
He
it's
is
only
still-
just getting big.
Yeah, it's just getting bigger. He is still out of range, but next round you will be able to loose any long range spells or the ballista that has more than 1,000 feet.
Alright. What?
Or
You could at that point, because 1,200 is the max you could do.
Yeah, 1,200 is pure max, and that would be at a -6.
That's full 10 increments.
Yeah, at 1,200, you're almost pushing non-visible,
yeah. Okay.
which is a -6. to
Alec?
shoot at.
Alec will ready if he
I'm still gonna
sees
try.
like a group
I'm not
of.
gonna try.
I have to choose one.
We still have infinite bullets.
A whole monster if the dragon gets within 220 feet of me.
Okay. Chaos.
That's gonna take a couple times.
So I had an epiphany,
He runs off.
and I'm going to fly towards Ricardo.
Not Bernardo. Not Bernardo?
No, I don't know Bernardo. He's just like he's sitting there. But Ricardo, I know Ricardo. So I'm gonna fly towards Ricardo. Because I now have a 40 fly speed, 35 fly speed. And
No.
I'm going to.
You have a 10 fly speed. Because it's up to 30 feet, but not to exceed double.
Oh, shit.
You can double move over there.
No, I don't want to do that.
You could shout to him.
You could shout to it.
How far away is
Except
You were like
it? 15 feet.
15, 30. You were like 20 feet away, 30 feet away.
Okay, well then, yeah, no, that's fine. That'll work out. And as my move action, I'm gonna swap rings again real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast the spell.
Okay.
Resist energy.
It does say increase by 30 feet to maximum 20. Okay, never
but
mind.
not to
Max.
exceed double. Read
Sorry.
the whole spell, Joshua.
Sorry.
All right. So you cast energy resistance on yourself. Energy fire.
You said that before.
Okay. Anything else?
I said that
No,
All right.
no, I'm gonna shout, Ricardo in Draconic.
And he's gonna shout back, I don't speak Draconic!
I can
Okay.
translate.
Grenadier?
I
Granny's
don't
gonna cast
speak
Iron Skin on
Draconic and
himself?
Draconic. That'd be
Iron
weird.
skin?
Yeah, and I can't. Can I see the dragon by now?
Yes.
All right. I mean, I'm also going as a swift action. Wait.
You could see.
As a swift action, I'm going to cast a Stay spell resistance on me and the dragon, which will allow me to overdo.
Read the whole spell, Josh.
It's within sight.
Read the whole spell,
It's a
Josh.
long range spell.
Yeah.
It's within 100 feet.
Yeah.
Just because you can see it doesn't mean it's within range of the spell.
Yeah,
That just means that if it has cover, you can still hit them with it, as long as they're not displaced or have concealment.
And I'll just do Iron Skin for now.
Okay, Iron Skin.
Yeah.
Like, it's a swift.
Should we
action because
re-summarize
it's
that the dragon will be
literally
here in
the
3
moment before you
turns?
attack.
And that's why we're having
You
a
do.
3-turn thing right now.
Yeah.
So you wait until the moment.
Round 3, you
attack.
probably could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Round 3.
Okay, so top of round 2, Van. Second round of
I'm
buffs.
gonna go ahead and drink Absorb Toxicity because it's never failed me yet.
Okay, anything else?
Once again, the standard, and they call it my glider standard, so I have to wait for that.
Okay, Ricardo. Ricardo.
I shout at the top of my lungs towards the little thing. I don't understand what you're fucking saying.
Okay,
Enter.
all right. Rael.
That was a beautiful scene.
Thank you. Wasn't it just wonderful?
I will ask the dwarf to cast
I know.
protection from energy
When
on
you see
me
it, it's
if
okay.
he has
Just
it,
hear it. It sounds awful.
Okay.
and then I'll continue my stealth.
You are
Okay.
correct. But it's still
Isa?
better here because I have it's a swift action.
That's right next to me. Also, this marks off another round of haste, correct?
No.
No.
The 3 rounds penalty has been already factored into the duration.
Okay.
So you cast lots.
Al's wisdom on me.
Owl's Wisdom. Bernardo.
Right. That's why.
Lightning Boy. It's 2 rounds.
I still ready in action to fire at the dragon once it becomes at a fireable range.
Okay.
While also turning to Ricardo and going, why are you yelling at me? I'm not speaking Draconic.
Okay.
Enter.
All right. The dragon continues to move in close. At this point, you can go ahead and take your shot. It'll be not at your 10th or 9th range increment. We'll just call it the 8th.
I gotta find out what my 8th range increment is.
So it's within 1,000 feet.
Within 1,000 feet?
Yeah.
I should only be at -6 for that.
That sounds great. Take the shot.
19 on the die.
Okay.
Okay, so that should put it at. As far as I know from Ballista, I don't have a proficiency bonus, even though I should. 19, 18, 13.
Miss.
Yep. Okay.
So it flies out, and it dips just a little bit before,
Yeah.
the timing was just a little bit off.
Okay.
All right.
What? It is just die roll, right? Until it gets into an increment where it's no longer
Yeah.
negative.
Yeah, basically. You're basically crit fishing at that point, but all right. After that, you guys would all see that this dragon looks very familiar, as it is now much bigger and getting closer. This looks like the one that Duncan had locked up in the mountain.
Giant hole in its chest.
He's after his
The one we locked up in the mountain.
Yeah. Alec.
Will it be showing up Next round or the round after?
Round after.
All that I have to do is hold my turn again, because I can't do anything until the next turn.
Okay. All right, Gauss.
All right. So, having heard what Ricardo said, I'm going to go ahead and reply to him. You should learn to speak Draconic! As I fly the rest of the way
I know what I'm
towards
doing next
him
turn now.
Okay.
and complete my spell of Resist Energy Fire 30 and cast on Ricardo.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh,
Blades.
yeah.
Grenadier.
I'm going to.
He did not hear me.
We don't speak
I
Drow.
did.
Oh, okay.
Can I get to a point where I'm 30 feet away from Asher, Van, Issa, and Rael?
No. Well, yes, but they have to be within 30 feet of each other, not you.
So
No, you have to touch them, but I have gloves that do the 30 feet range. Resist Energy Communal is what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I have, the power to actually do it at 30 feet because of the gloves, so I'm trying to do it all.
Yeah.
So say I'd be nicking the very.
Sure. Yeah. We'll say it's from there. It's like right on the border because of where she is, but
Should we find?
yeah.
Alright,
So
and
we'll
then-
say she's actually here. That way it's
He's being spiked.
you're on the roof. It's fine.
I'm going to cast it so that each of us get 20 points of fire resistance for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Well within this fight.
So make sure you mark those resistances appropriately. All right. Last round of buffs before the dragon is on the map. Van.
During the second round, would the lightning elemental have gotten to the dragon at this point? With double moving during those rounds?
Sure. Yeah.
Then I guess it would take a.
Sure. It can do some attacks.
Good.
So if it does have him, it just has flyby attack, right?
It has
So it
a
can do
flyby
one
attack.
standard action as part of its.
As it would
its move.
basically me, it could.
Yeah.
So then, at one slam attack would be then. Plus 3, so 24. Does 24 hit? Probably not, but
It does not. No.
it tried, and I admire its tenacity.
Okay.
It would then try to stay with it and chase it down. They're gonna probably get ahead of it for a round. But
Okay.
Hold
Van.
further right.
this is the third round, so I will mark that for the lightning boy. The final round, I will go ahead and pull out my glider and get on it. And then the next starting round, I'll actually go invisible at that point to maximize that.
Okay. Ricardo.
I still don't know what you're saying. Takes ballista, loads it into reloads ballista.
Man,
No,
this
it's
is
more
kinda
like
cracked.
reloads the ballista for Bernardo.
Okay.
Oh,
Rael.
I mean, I thought he was pretty mean with ballistic.
Considering I'm.
Stab Grendier in the kid.
You have the resist 20 up now.
I'm aware.
It's not there.
You asked.
I know.
Turns out the
Thank
better
you.
weapon now is chronic because it's undead.
I
I
wonder.
am currently in a defensible position by myself.
Daggers.
So instead of stealthing like back against the wall, like ready, I'm just like shrinking into like a little fucking.
Watch out for spikes on that one.
Oh yeah, it is on the wall.
It's on the wall, yeah.
Oh no, great.
I will.
What?
Ready in action to throw knives out of my knives bandolier if the dragon lands within my
Knife range.
Hey, yeah.
knife or range increments. I guess that would be like what, 30 feet, 60 feet,
I think throwing knives have a range increment of 10.
10. Oh well then, we're not that brave.
Yeah.
Ballistas have a range increment of 120.
I will cast Deeper Darkness at the farthest range possible off to the...
On the spike pit?
Is there an alleyway within 60 feet of me? Northward.
No.
No? So doo-doo. We'll just continue to stealth and pray to our god.
Okay.
Visa?
Ha ha ha. Bernardo's an atheist.
Aspect of the Falcon.
Okay. Bernardo?
Fires that dragon.
Okay.
With the changed range increment as of yet.
Yes. So,
At 120
We'll say-
range increment, I would assume.
we'll say it's a -2.
Oh, I'll take a -2.
What's that at?
I don't. It's second range increment. So he's.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like 300 feet away.
10. Oh, I rolled a 10 on the die, so I'm gonna guess 8.
Okay. Same thing. So it
Yeah.
goes out. Timing is just a little bit off. Ballista bolt drops before it makes full contact with the dragon.
Yeah, I have proficiency, but I don't assume I'm adding any ability scores to it. So
I think.
You would add Dex as a ranged attack, but I don't think that's.
so-
yeah.
And then whatever greater
11.
magic weapon gives.
Yeah.
12.
So 12 still misses. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I figured. I'm just letting you know the update.
Okay. Alec,
Next
you had a
attack's
ready
gonna
action
hit.
so that once the dragon gets within how many feet?
220.
220. Okay. He is effectively within 220.
Shit.
Noticed.
All right. Well then,
Next turn, I'm
I
gonna
guess
get
it's gonna happen with. I thought I was gonna get a turn before that.
This is just your ready to action.
I know.
Because this is the dragon's turn moving.
Then it'll be getting icy prison because that was what I had ready.
Okay.
So yeah, you get a reflex save.
Does it offer spell resistance?
Yes.
Roll for spell resistance.
That's why I wanted to cast that.
It's swift action.
Pass the dragon.
He can't roll a swift. He can't perform a swift action right now because this is a ready action that is being
This is a
triggered.
standard action.
because that creature's full moving.
18 on the die plus
A lot.
Okay, I need a total.
Yeah, this is a very large ancient dragon. It might have some skills.
8, 10, 19, 20, 21 plus 10, so 31.
All right, you beat his spell resistance.
But barely.
All right, now
1
you
point.
have to roll a reflex.
So am I.
This is like icy prison, just gonna move with the dragon, like into the.
No, it locks up his ability to move.
Did you
He
return
is
the
covered by
amulet?
an 11-inch thick block of ice.
Did you return the dragon amulet to?
Yes.
If it hits
Okay.
him.
Great.
Did Rael manage to steal
All
it?
right,
from
what's the
her?
DC?
Quickly.
Doesn't matter.
DC
If it's hit,
is
And also,
he's
what
gonna
level
be
spell
covered
is
by
this?
a
It's a
giant
5th
block
level
of ice.
spell.
He
Okay, so yeah,
falls.
so 15 plus your int
It says so in the
mod.
spell description.
So 19. The DC is 23.
Huh?
23.
Where's he
Okay.
gonna fall?
He's still a couple hundred feet away.
Roll a 1.
Please.
I have ordered this.
Okay. Few saves.
That's 26.
Close though.
That beats it by
So
3.
you get the entangled condition. You can act normal. Otherwise, you can act normally.
Okay.
Whether or not the target saves, it takes 1 point of cold damage per caster level, so you take 12 points of cold damage.
I could stagger it for 1 round.
You are helpless or
Would staggered
entangled.
affect that roll?
Each round it is helpless or entangled in the ice. The ice has hardness 0 and 3. You are trapped within 12-inch thick of ice.
That requires
But you
a
are not
strength score to
helpless.
break.
You are entangled.
Yep.
So he's moving at half speed now, and his dex just went.
You can break the ice as a full round action with a successful strength check. DC 15 plus my caster level. So DC is
27?
gonna be 27.
But that's a
Okay.
full round.
Yeah, still a full round to break it no matter
But
what.
you
So he
still gotta
stops dead in his
succeed.
tracks. He's 220
Yeah.
feet away from us.
And 27's a pretty hard strength check to match, even for a dragon.
Either way, he's now half speed and he wastes a turn to break free. That's good.
Yep, that's true.
Actually, I can keep him in there one extra turn by staggering him. You can't
Okay,
take him for
how long does it last?
27th Street.
But he doesn't have a 20
10
second
rounds.
check. He only
No,
gets
minute per
plus
level,
7
10
bonus.
minutes.
Okay.
12 minutes. 12 minutes.
So he's just entangled.
You're just entangled,
Basically,
but you're stuck.
Like
Yeah,
he's covered
not
in ice.
helpless. He's just entangled.
If you would have failed, you would have been helpless in the ice.
and you would have fallen, plummeted from the sky.
And died,
Yeah.
which would have been hilarious.
Unless you're just entangled.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that was his turn to move in. Then your ready to action triggered. Alec, it's now your turn.
I will cast Sure Casting on myself.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Anything else?
Yeah, and then I will Quicken Rod a electrified snowball at him.
Okay.
Second range.
The range of
it
snowball?
can't reach over. It's just short range. Never mind. Yeah, that'll be my turn then. I won't.
Not quite yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Wait for it.
Okay. Gauss.
I'm gonna go ahead and move back to my position. Actually, no. I'm gonna move over there, on that corner of that wall, like way the fuck over there. Yeah, where I'm not gonna be hit by some
On this
random
week's episode,
flaming
touched by a
breath
curveball.
weapon.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast, you know, just because I don't have anything better to do.
Like I could ignore fire damage.
Shield myself.
Okay. Grendier.
Alright. There's one more round until it actually reaches us. It's fun.
He would have started on the map on this turn with Van, but because he's entangled, you basically have another round of buff.
Awesome. I'm going
We've
to cast
done it!
Angelic Aspect upon myself.
Okay.
Alright, giving myself
I
wings.
noticed. Yeah.
Well, you mean,
You know, if we cut those off
Now-
on Friday, they'd be delicious.
Now you, since you are also hasted, you have an additional 30 feet of speed to your fly speed granted by that.
yeah, I got it down.
Okay.
Which is very cool. And then
Very cool indeed.
that will be the end of my turn, I do believe.
Okay. Van, top 4.
Van has remembered that dragons can see through invisibility pretty well and has decided not to use Greater Invis, as that's probably a waste.
You have true sight.
Or blind sense and all that.
Nonsense too.
Try my sound.
I will take a moment to observe the dragon.
Okay.
Because I can now basically see it pretty well, right?
Yeah, it's like 300 feet away,
Yeah.
but because of its size, you can see it.
Does this look the same dragon that we did actually indeed kind of, but
Yeah.
not quite take the body with? Because it forgot how big dragons actually get until I saw a scene from the movie. So it's like, oh yeah, they do get really big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same one.
Does it look alive?
Roll a heal check.
Sure.
May I assist?
No.
You're not next to him.
You can roll one on your turn.
Can I assist his?
You can declare that you're assisting on your turn, yeah.
Okay, cool. See, that sounds done. I get an assist.
8.
It looks alive.
It's
Alright.
moving.
He did rise the dragon. I should have known. All right. Yeah, I'll stay in the position, and I guess at this point, Lightning Boy can take 2 smacks on him, because now he's staggered.
Sure,
or- yeah. All right. I think it's plus 12, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, plus 16. First attack, 31.
Miss.
That'll just be him. And next one's going to be 30.
Also a miss.
He tries. He tries.
Suck. Okay.
I'm proud of him, though. He's still trying. He is a real fighter. We would see that's like a missing at that point.
Yeah.
Like they're just dancing in the air at this.
Yep.
I'm like, hold! It's coming!
I don't like that 30.
All right. Anything else?
Maybe the 31 missed. No, I think I do this turn.
Okay. Ricardo. Reloading the ballista for Bernardo.
Of course.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing else I can do.
All right. Rael.
I will say, because you've interacted with it. You didn't get mine.
This is what you can do on a melee fighter.
Oh yeah, he's like the thing he does. Those things
Touch, attach, irregular attack. But it's just touch.
That'll be
They get more negative and maybe positive. But it's like you got dex or strength or whatever your current mod is.
I'm going to use Detect Magic.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Detect Magic
Is it a spell?
on the dragon.
Okay.
It's only on the dragon.
Okay. The dragon lights up with all kinds of magic.
Okay, mainly looking for necromantic.
You detect none.
I detect none.
It's a true res.
Illusion.
It's a true res.
Well, hold on.
Or it's a
though.
true res.
If it, yeah, I was gonna say if it was an illusion, you would got a will save when you interact with it.
Breath weapon.
Well, would your spell would have acted like actually did something to it?
Hopefully.
Right, yeah, let's check it.
Okay.
I'm going to relay that information to the rest of my party members.
Okay, so you shout at the party.
He's buffed.
He's buffed.
He's true
Laid him
res.
down with magic.
That was
Okay.
the first round where haste actually starts ticking down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you have one less round of haste. 8. Anything else, Rael? Standard to cast detect magic. Free communicate, all that kind of stuff.
No, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Issa? Gonna knock that dragon slaying arrow again.
Do it.
Bear's endurance, because I don't have any.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of hit points.
Bernardo?
Thump. Can I shoot at him?
Yeah.
That's a solid misfire chance at that.
Oh no.
Okay.
Roll to 1.
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Hey, if the ballista breaks, nobody cares. Just as long as it doesn't miss and hit Rael, I guess we're okay.
Don't hit me. I'm on the roof.
No, we only care about Rael.
Maybe it was so bad it hits someone out in the woods.
You have DM armor.
All right.
You die.
You rake your thumbs on the inside of the ballista, and you're going to lose your dex bonus on your next attack roll when you fire the weapon.
Now, the worst part is I also got to check the misfire for siege engines.
It's basically just a really big crossbow, so I don't think anything bad happens because it's not a indirect target siege weapon. It's
No,
not
it's a
it's not
direct
cannon.
fire range, but it still has a misfire chance.
Okay.
Or, a misfire effect. But I'll check it now, and if it becomes important, I will tell you the next open time I get it.
Sounds good. All right. The dragon then spends a full round action to break out of the ice. What's the DC?
27.
27. Oh, that's actually kind of difficult.
Ooh. Hope.
Kind of.
Good job.
And then he's like, there's a 54 for it?
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Like, oh, I only get a plus 15.
Now,
Yeah, actually,
do you have a scroll of
That was a scroll of that.
that? Shame.
Oh, yeah.
He has a plus 18 to his strength. So he needs a 9 or better. So it's a little better than 50%.
That is gone.
3.
That's a 19 on the die.
Okay. Get it up.
So he is encrusted and then just breaks out, shattering ice, and shards of it go flying everywhere.
That's beautiful.
After casting that, what I've gotten the idea of maybe if it was an illusion, it's just a really buffed up dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not an illusion. Your spell encased it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
He
me think
is
true res.
a beefy dragon.
So
Well, he's
that's
not
like a
gonna-
46 strength then, right? Isn't it? Because 10 plus 36.
He lit up with magic, so he probably got plus.
Yeah, strength and shit like that.
It's also
Yeah,
not fair.
46 though. That's pretty big. Not unrealistic for a dragon.
It's
I'm just
almost
saying that's pretty
ancient.
big.
Yeah.
He
Alec.
is a big dragon.
Yeah, I cast hold monster on him.
Okay. Does it offer spell resistance?
Yeah, I got a plus 19 to it.
From what?
Because I have sure spell that I cast last round gives me a plus 5 to it. Then I have a plus 2 from the feat that I took. Then I have plus 12 from 10 from my level 2 from the ring. So
Cool.
plus 19 starting, and then whatever I roll.
We believe in you.
Come on, 20.
Come on, 20.
14, so that's gonna be 30.
But it was right next to 20. That's what's important.
All right.
Gucci.
The monster's held.
You have to do a will save.
Okay, is this mind affecting?
No.
He's like, please.
Yeah, I hope
No, it's not a mental hold. It's a physical hold. Cute Righteous Brothers.
It works as whole person.
Ghost.
It'll be at the top near the name of the spell.
I'm going to it. Enchantment. Mind affecting.
Okay.
You can't mind can affect undead.
Dragons.
No. And what type of spell is it?
Enchantment.
Okay.
Compulsion.
Compulsion.
Yeah, enchantment _ compulsion.
It's a compulsion type of enchantment, which it comes under mind affecting.
Just making sure.
And it targets one living creature.
Ah, you see, that's why it's not going to work. He's undead.
Or dragons could have immunity to such things.
Or you can have like a spell on it that shoots it back at you.
I know Corvin got some of those benefits. It was nice.
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
Alright, so they have immunity to magical sleep effects and paralysis effects.
Yeah, but not mind affecting.
Not mind affecting.
Technically true.
So if it works, he's not undead.
Will negates.
Okay, what is the DC?
19.
23.
Okay, I need to roll a 1.
There's hope.
All right, roll the 1 then.
That's a 3.
So close.
Damn.
And this is Gal.
Cookie says what?
But at
I
least
don't have any cookies.
Okay, spend the spell.
Good try though.
I did.
You almost got him.
You did. You almost got it.
How?
Alright.
Almost got him.
Anything else?
That's not to do my turn.
Okay. Gauss.
Right then. So, I'm gonna jump up, like 15 feet or just above the wall, and I'm like,
Meerkat.
"Yeet, dragon." And I'm gonna just go ahead and. How far away is he?
He's like 200 feet.
I'm gonna do nothing. I'm just like,
Yeah, action.
yeah,
So when he gets closer, you just shoot.
yeah, I'll ready that action to, shoot him when he gets closer.
With what?
Lightning bolt.
Okay.
A spell?
They spell.
The Gauss gun.
Yeah.
Grenadier.
After I assay
Alright.
his spell resistance.
Grenadier is going
As
to
a swift
use assay spell resistance to give me a +10 to piercing,
Yep.
and then I'm going to cast Searing Light, which is 200 feet range because he's in 200 feet, right? And I'm going to try to hit him.
Okay.
Rayo.
So roll for spell resistance.
Cover your eyes.
I have my goggles on.
Okay.
That is going to be
What is mid-afternoon?
20.
Gotta remember. Okay.
Just don't want to go blind like when the
It's
confession.
+10 plus another 10, right? 'Cause
Goes
it's
blind.
30.
Alright, you beat a spell resistance. Roll a touch.
Good job.
Roll touch.
Not this again.
Put him on the registry.
That's going to be
No, just move him to a different
23.
Cleric.
You hit him.
Awesome.
You touch it.
What? Okay, now question: as it hits him, it strikes him.
Mm-hmm.
Does it label him as undead?
No.
So he has been truly res from the dead then.
So unless it was just like regular res.
I said he wasn't exuding any necromantic energy, so that probably could.
Yeah, but we don't
Yeah,
trust
I did.
you.
Yeah,
Well,
but you
according
could've
to the
missed it.
DM, you said he's buffed, or he's got buffs, guys.
No. He said what he said. I was just summarizing.
Just checking.
So you do regular damage, not undead damage.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's 8.
All damage
Is
is
good
damage.
Unfortunately. In this instance, it matters a lot.
I think lightning effect too. I totally missed that.
Start rolling shit.
You get for spider thing.
It's gonna be 27 damage.
Okay.
He dies.
Immediately falls, slain.
See, I draw your attention, but you think, oh, that's cute, haha.
Anything
Then it
else?
steals the M&Ms.
Yes, we're holding hands. We're scared. Get off my ass.
Grenadier is going to
Look,
move to the
I'm
wall.
scared, and I kind of
where
wish you'd get off my
Rael
back
is.
about it.
I'm scared, alright?
I thought
Okay.
you were going to get off
Good
my
shot.
back about it.
Never thought I'd go back to back with a dwarf. How about a friend? Nope.
All right. So at that point, top of round 5, You see the beast.
About to start dragging something across her forehead.
It's like, guys, Duncan's coming.
It lands in the spikes, right?
It is not. It is 60 feet in the air. No. It's only 30 feet in the air. It's coming like right
One
above
foot
the
in the
walls.
air.
Yeah. What is there, pal? He is gargantuan sized.
He's coming in. He's an ally. This is from Sorcery Clear. He's been dodging attacks.
So
saying,
impossible to miss
guys, I'm here to
with
help.
projectiles. Got it.
His touch AC is garbage. His regular AC is actually really good.
I mean, it's a
Do arrows
I mean-
actually hit touch AC?
A 30 and a 31 didn't hit, so obviously his AC is pretty fucking good.
All right.
rolls too.
So,
Dang it,
the
it's
first
plus two.
thing that I need to
plus two.
happen is I need
Frightful
everyone
Presence.
to make the Frightful Presence will save.
I don't need.
We don't have to. We passed it in the cave less than 24 hours ago.
Nope, I have protection from evil up.
That only gives
First
you a
off,
+2,
doesn't work against fear. It works on attempts to possess you.
but it gives you a +2 against mine.
It does give you +2 against mind affecting.
But greater heroism.
Greater heroism makes you immune to fear effects.
Also,
You know who's immune to fear
Heroin
effects?
does too.
yeah, it's been
This guy.
So
it's
will
been
save
24.
yourself?
It hasn't been 24 hours since we
Yeah.
consumed the potion, correct?
I don't have
will
spell
save?
casting ability.
Or can
I
use
took
the
a potion.
scrolls.
Good for
What do you mean?
It hasn't been 24 hours since the scrolls were used, correct? For greater
Scrolls of
heroism?
what?
Greater heroism.
Greater heroism doesn't last 24 hours.
Will save?
Will save.
I fail.
Did you guys?
I fail. Well, maybe.
Because I think it is at most an hour per level.
Doesn't matter. Rings, baby. I switched them out twice because I was waiting for this.
Regular heroism does not make you immune to fear.
It is not.
Rings. My ring is literally a ring of permanent remove fear.
Oh, that's really good.
So you'd be like, no.
Nice.
Yeah.
30.
33 passes.
27.
Pass.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
then you
will.
are unaffected. So you're unaffected.
24 and
Nature
29.
ahead.
Both pass.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. I'll bring the average
So
down to
it
12.
doesn't last 24
Fail.
hours.
There, I did my job.
And you go gliding
Surprisingly
away.
enough, I pass out of
Yeah.
24.
Oh shit, they're not scared. Run! Run!
Okay, so his DC used to be 25, but because he currently has a negative level, it comes down.
Who gave him a negative one?
Oh, he died.
so he
That's
was-
canon.
It wasn't true, right?
Tear has struck
He
him
was
down.
not true res.
Of course, there's a problem. He's not feral anymore.
So it'd be raised.
He's also not under Duncan's control, so I don't know why he's attacking us.
He wants his helmet back. He liked it.
Okay, so
It really matters.
Why
I mean-
was he attacking if he was not under
I mean, just
control?
because he was lobotomized doesn't mean he doesn't remember the last people that
you don't know.
killed him.
That would be an excellent question for
There
him.
is a 5th level spell called like True Speech or something like that. That if any of us had it, we could totally just.
I mean, I could just message him or sending him. I have. I understand Draconic.
Whose turn is it?
Well, no. What I'm getting at is.
Okay,
What if
He,
he's still
he landed.
insane?
Frightful presence.
So you are shaken.
not
gi-
stirred, thankfully. Okay.
Yeah, you have a -2 on your attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks.
Against him.
Against him, yes. If you
But he's
gain,
evil,
yeah.
so that negates my heroism.
What?
My heroism negates it.
Yeah. Did you have greater heroism?
No, I
Okay.
wish.
All right. So yeah.
No,
So you
I
are
accounted
shaken.
for that stuff in my saves and I just.
Okay, that is him just walking on the board. That's not his turn.
Just like,
Wait, which one, that guy?
Next is Van. You're at the top of round 5, so make sure you are tracking your buffs
not
accordingly.
quite.
Yes.
He is within 120 feet.
Yes.
Then my ready to action happens.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Reflex save.
Wait,
Spell resistance.
I'll
still-
take a 10.
Wait,
at
I
that.
still
No,
wanna
you
bring
take a
up-
10. Give me a total.
I know. But
I want to bring up that we fought this
I had
creature
the
less than
save spell
24 hours. If you
resistance.
pass
Yep.
it the
that's
first time, you're
20.
good for 24
I get a
hours.
+2 for
What?
spell pen, the feat.
22.
And I have a plus 11 because I have the ring of plus
Not
1.
an active ability.
So that's
30,
33.
I only failed, so that's good.
Those
You are
are-
correct, but
Plus 1 for an attack.
per the rules, this is a different creature.
Okay.
33.
A 33 beats his spell resistance.
Because the save spell resistance is also. Okay. reflex
I
save.
passed on.
Reflex of 21. Roll a 1.
No.
Oh.
Now, out of all the defenses, that would be the one to
What if we
target.
offer
He's a
Gauss as an
gargantuan
indentured
creature.
servant?
Yeah.
This is true.
So,
He fails with the 20.
wow.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm shocked.
So is
Yes,
he.
He's about to be.
Ah!
Don't forget your racial boost.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Alright, so.
I got tired of saying ew.
It turned out he was here to help us. And then we're just zapping.
That would be funny as hell.
That was from
It's like, yeah, Sorton sent me. Ooh.
I don't think that's
Not
So
quite.
that's pretty amazing. This I'm rerolling a 1 because I only had 9 dice.
Josh, let him do his stuff.
Ooh. Ah.
So
I thought you were
3, so total 4.
He ate the
5, 10, 20, 30, 38, plus racial. Should be a plus 12.
Shame.
Let's see, per hit die, so 10. Plus half my level, which is 10, so 15. So what was the total?
38.
38 plus 15, so 40, 53.
53.
Okay.
53 lightning damage.
Nice.
Yay! Damage.
All right.
I shout, "Welcome to Glovier!"
Okay. Then.
It's a bluff check.
Okay, well, this is close. I
Yeah.
can definitely confirm this dragon's been killed before. He looks very aggressive towards us.
I mean, you could have been shooting him.
Yeah, he technically hasn't attacked.
He has not attacked. I mean,
Hey guys, I just want my
Just
hat back.
I will.
He may have just wanted to come to our side.
I will
And we just
signal
kept-
to Issa, and I'll go, friend or foe, and I will hold a force bomb in case he gets near me. Well, within,
Iconic?
I mean,
within,
he's still flying.
yeah, within range.
I mean, he's trying.
I will hold attack in case he comes within range and attacks me. I will then use a force bomb on him, but I will signal to her like, get that arrow.
I still have one of those bombing run bombs that Kaus gave
Okay.
me.
Cool. And then the elemental.
Oh, yeah, elemental.
We'll try to smack.
You gonna climb in?
He's fine right there.
It's
I don't know. What do you think my thrown weapon distant increment right now would be from to him?
But it's not going to be high enough. It's only at 29.
He's only 30
Because
feet
he's
on
a,
the
no.
ground.
I don't know why I keep visioning
Yeah, but if I
12.
could
It's
hit him with
plus
a
16.
bombing run bomb, it
That's a
would still explode and
33.
kill him. Hurt him.
Also missed.
Okay. It's above 33. I'm assuming because they're in motion, it's only one attack is a flyby attack.
Yeah, he's basically having to charge him in
Yeah.
order to keep up to with him.
That's fine.
I mean, granted,
Is that why
like
his AC
30,
is just so high currently?
Because AC is so high, it's because he's a big ass fucking
20
dragon.
squares.
He's a
So,
gargantuan
5
ancient
is
red
10, that's
dragon.
100 feet.
Okay.
I don't think I could throw 100 feet.
But yeah, I would shout out friend or foe to the dragon. That would ban Van's
But how
actions
far
and
is
stuff.
Greg?
While
And draconic or common?
Draconic. And then I would, I'd prepare a
How
force
far is
bomb
Greg
in
here?
case it comes near me and attacks.
Okay, Ricardo?
Ricardo's trying to figure out if Ricardo could throw a bomb 100 feet accurately.
No.
There's a feat for that.
Ricardo reloads the ballista.
Okay. Anything else?
Says to Van, I don't speak Draconic.
It wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the thing.
But do you say it in English or
Yes,
Draconic?
I think comic for you.
Okay.
Wait, we speak English?
Rael?
That was common.
What?
Third.
It's not within
English is
range.
pretty
It's,
common.
it's only 10 feet, which is so unfortunate.
Should I tape
Dude. The struggles of a melee fighter.
Next
man.
time.
You merely adapted
It's
to
not
melee
sending a
fighter.
message to him. The person that is good with diplomacy does not want to diplomacy with the dragon.
I believe in you.
We'll give you 1 Gauss and a Grandier if you just leave.
Wait, I have something for that.
The entire council.
We'll put
To
it
just
real wide. That's what we got boots for.
You could have sent a message to Alicia. Be like, hey, what do you have planned for this thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna send a message to Alicia asking her what is she going to do if this dragon is getting dangerously close to your tower
Baleful puppy.
and
None of your damn
need your help.
Straight to it.
I'm offering everything I got here.
She's like, I'm working on it.
Okay. Long size.
Okay, so we said no necromantic.
Yeah, so it's been.
Is your detect magic still up?
Yes, it is.
Do you want to try to detect what kind of spells he has on him?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Roll me 5 knowledge arcanas.
I can't physically do that.
You're not trained.
He doesn't
I'm
have
not
5
trained.
D20s.
Oh, I'm sorry.
is what he's
Spellcrafts. That's what I meant.
I can't do that either.
Why? That's part of the tech magic.
Oh, okay.
Do you not have ranks in spellcraft?
No.
Well, then
Shame.
it's gonna be a real low roll.
Tis a
there.
shame.
So I
Roll 20s.
Get a +1.
Technically, I would have a plus
No,
1.
you can't crit.
Okay.
Got to success on a skill
well,
check.
the DC's 15 plus the spell level.
So 25.
The highest one was a 16. The lowest one was a 1.
Okay, did you get...
You got a 2.
How many 16s did you get?
I got 1.
1. One of the spells he has on him is mage armor.
Okay. Actually, I have 1 more die.
Alright, go ahead and roll 1 more die.
It's another 16.
Another spell that he has on him is shield.
Alright. He's got mage armor and shield on him.
Anti-magic field.
And that'll be it.
Okay.
Currently cowering in fear.
Alright. Issa.
Not again, not again, not again.
Every time.
I ready in action to shoot the arrow dragon slaying once we get the answer from the dragon, whether he's friend or foe. If he answers before attacking him, or if he attacks the town.
Okay, so if he's hostile, you're gonna shoot him.
Yes.
Okay.
Good idea. Lose this thing.
Bernardo?
Click.
Alright, roll to hit.
Broken thumbs.
Come on, crit. Come on,
Yeah, you
crit.
need a 20.
Yeah, I know. It's fuck dragon. 19 on the goddamn.
It's
a crit.
So close.
Oh,
it's
no,
not.
that's right.
It's not an auto hit. So the ballista bolt hits and just pings off of him. Like it was like getting ready to pierce the heart.
Yeah.
and
Like
then
I
just-
saw it was just like ping. Like it wasn't even a ping. It was more of a.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And that's when you were like, mage armor. Shield.
However, that does confirm something.
Dafook.
Check the spell real quick to make sure.
In Orcish, he asks, "Well, what is this inquisitive item that has happened?" By saying, "Dafook."
Duffel?
Okay.
Dafook, did I
All
just
right.
say?
It is the dragon's turn.
No, he doesn't get a
You
turn.
call out to it, friend or foe, and
He laughs.
it replies
Your mama.
death
Oh,
as it comes swooping in.
That wasn't an option.
Wait, it's yours.
It does.
DM Boone, hold that for a second.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But death to who?
oh god, he's getting so close! He's getting so
Death to Brandon, 'cause Brandon
close!
took the helmet.
Okay,
We're
so
good.
he's still flying.
Oh god, oh god, oh
And
god.
Is he just doing a kamikaze run into the town?
No, he's gonna do like
he's doing
firefly.
Grandier, do
That's not
something.
canon. I didn't die.
Yeah, I know.
Grandier, do something.
Okay, so
I think we'll end his turn on that, Dylan.
Plot twist.
Make a reflex save.
Target is staggered for 1 round.
Oh god, it's like
Okay.
right next to mine.
So movement and or standard. He gets one
But
of
that
the
is
two.
canon. He does.
All right, so he will move then. He will move to there. He is still flying. He is 30 feet. Enough that I can see.
He ain't doing nothing for one more round.
Man, I hate this.
You're welcome.
I might have something. We can take a break. I have something for you.
Maybe.
I've got a million things I could do as soon as
No, his base warped. So there's no way for it to like sit on the back.
I got you, dude. Give it a turn.
Yeah.
So I get staggered. So
Okay, that's
whatever.
fine. So he's staggered. So you interrupt his movement. But he replies in answer to your question, death, and you see his chest begin to light up,
Gotcha.
as if he is going to do a breath.
And that's a
And then
great.
you're-
So we're back.
Dick in a lamp. Plan C.
Okay, so we left off with the dragon's turn. It was getting ready to fly into a breath weapon when it was suddenly staggered by an opportunity to gloat its prowess and magnificence.
I've had an
Alec,
aftershock, but
you are next.
Alec, do the thing.
Alec, do the thing.
What's the thing?
I don't want to do
It's your turn.
The thing.
You gotta mimic the dragon.
Okay, I'm going to throw a snowball at him.
Okay.
I'm gonna come down 20 feet, make my 60 feet, and see where he is, and I'm gonna throw a snowball at him. But it's weird; it's like static electricity instead of a snowball when it forms. So I can throw it at him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my rod of intensify on it. Hopefully, it hits.
Okay, does it offer spell resistance?
No.
Okay.
That's a 19 on the die. That's a 29 touch.
It's not even.
No, it's your turn.
Sure,
You're
how
gonna
much
do it.
boost touch?
I can dream.
Hits.
Heard that hits, and you have to make a fortitude save.
DC?
DC is going to be 20.
Okay, I have to roll a 1. That's a 10. So that's
Simple one?
technically a 1.
Yeah, but with Bernardo, he's weird. I know because he's on his back.
Oh yeah.
35 points of electric damage.
35?
Yes.
The damage has been noted. Everybody's pants are shit.
Anything else?
And that'll do my turn.
Gauss?
Again? Alright.
Do the thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit him again. Lightning.
Okay. Roll for spell resistance.
Yep.
Are you gonna take your 10?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna take a 10.
Okay. Is Essay spell resistance still up?
Yeah, for like 10 more rounds. This one included in the 10.
Okay. So 30?
33.
Alright, you beat it. Reflex save?
Reflex save, please.
57.
He's entangled or in prison right now or something?
No. That's a 30.
Then he passes, so he gets half.
This stuff.
So, no, not bad. So, 10, 20, 30, 45, and then one more. 50 total, 25. Done now.
Okay.
What's your spell?
That
Scared me when you grabbed 4 die and then equal.
Alright, anything else?
Yep. That's a wall that I'm like right beside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like move that way, like
The other
behind it. I
That's in
can't.
the spikes. Say
Oh,
name
no.
the others.
Northeast. I'm gonna
Towards
go
the
east.
East.
I don't have a compass, but yeah, I'm gonna go behind the wall. Breath weapons.
Okay.
Oh,
Lou passed his perception check.
finally.
I assist him with the perception check. Super effective.
Yeah, I'm behind that wall.
All right, sounds good. Grandier, you are staring down the business end of a dragon.
How close is
Both
he?
ends are the business
Huh?
end
How
of the
close is he?
dragon.
He's 30 feet in the air, and he's about 10 feet away from you. So he is like
40 feet.
And he is like looking down at you, getting ready to breath weapon right in front
Take a
and
step
take out the
forward.
ballista.
Alright.
I didn't even hit him with it.
Yeah, but if you do
You
hit,
did.
it will hurt. That's the big thing.
To be fair, you did hit. It
To
just
be
didn't go
fair.
through.
To be found.
Oh,
Grandier, on your phone, so pass turn. Is that what I'm seeing?
No. I'm just making sure, because I haven't used this one before, and I didn't think I was going to use it.
We don't have books anymore. The books are in this device called your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am going to activate my Shoes of Lightning Weaving.
Okay.
And he's flying, correct?
Yes.
Hovering.
And I know dragons, just knowing based off regular knowledge, they're not that very quick at like actually turning. I'm
Correct.
going to stab through him as a lightning bolt
He should know.
Into the sky.
into the sky.
Okay. So mark your altitude.
So you're
How
gonna
do you wanna
get
go?
face to face with the breath weapon.
It's 50 feet.
Is that what everyone? Okay, so you go 50 feet that way.
Yeah, up.
Yeah.
Straight up or like
No,
at a
at a
At a
time.
diagonal.
So into its crotch.
So
Into its chest.
You were going. Yeah.
Shock through the
Making
heart.
sure they got.
Shock through the heart.
Shock through the heart.
Comedy. Okay.
So it's lightning bolt, so it also does the. So it does do spell
Alright.
resistance.
Roll for spell resistance.
He gave you 20 resistance.
30.
Yep, that beats the spell resistance.
Because I think that would have stopped him if he failed.
That thousand gold became 10,000 gold very quickly.
Oh, not very good.
I'm hoping to try again, but vitality is really
20 damage.
Yeah. What's the DC on the reflex save?
your mom.
Not 20?
Right. He fails. Fantastic.
Shocking.
Congrats.
Yeah, he fails by 1.
Hey, where are our 30 guys right now?
So they were told to stay in the building.
They're like,
Can we send one out to do that?
How much?
Just the please.
For what? Damage?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I have 20.
Okay. Yeah.
basically they failed their for the draconic.
They haven't even come outside yet. Okay, so Issa is at the top of the tower. I'm sorry, not Issa. Alicia is at the top of the tower. Thank you. She runs to the edge, and she is conjuring this absolutely massive storm of magic within her hands, and she casts it out down to where Hydromel, the dragon, is flying in, and he flies face first through it as he is moving through the center of the city.
Permission to let it hit Grandier as well?
Arcana check to see what it was.
Spellcraft.
To see if it hits Grandier?
I don't like where this is going.
36.
It's made just disjunction. 30. Directly on the dragon.
I'm behind the wall.
That is correct. It is a Mage's Disjunction. So she's targeting it.
It disjuncts mages.
She is targeting it above the party so that she isn't catching anybody else in it. It's just basically centering it on him proper. So like
there
as
it
it
is,
goes
right
off,
there.
is flying through.
Oh my gosh.
Going through it.
It does not offer spell resistance, but it does allow a will save. So I'll read the spell for everybody. All magical effects and magic items within the radius of the spell, except for those that you carry or touch, are disjoined. That is, spells and spell-like effects are unraveled and destroyed completely, ending the effects as a dispelled magic does. And each permanent magic item must make a successful will save or be turned into a normal item for the duration of the spell. An item in a creature's possession uses its own will save. Alright. And then she can do a bunch of other stuff, but basically she's got a whole bunch of buffs that she's seeing on him. And she's
like,
destroying.
let's just.
I'm gonna say it. You know that.
What?
Read the whole spell.
No, that's just that first part. Yeah. What specifically
I'm
are you?
joking. No, I'm just saying. It's like read the whole spell because you were literally reading the spell.
Oh, yeah.
Funny attempt at humor.
Okay, so he needs to make a will save.
Currently,
You could choose to fail.
Well, just
He could choose. It is a 9th level spell. So that is the base DC is 19 plus her int mod plus 4. So 23 plus her int mod.
6 plus 6.
Maybe at that point, the third should be.
She's casting mages to some
I mean, she could have it on the
Current mod, I'm gonna guess is a plus 7.
She should have.
Let me get some plus 6.
Yeah, I'm thinking plus 8.
She's wise, not intelligent. I mean, she's still intelligent, plus 6, but yeah,
But she
was
might-
wise, right? Wise.
Alright, so she has a
I just fortunately away.
31.
Ooh, that's a plus
10.
10.
She's got a 35 currently, so that's,
a plus 12.
plus 12.
Huh.
So 19, so that's a 31 will save is the DC.
Wow.
She's a
And he's rolling currently at a plus 21. So he needs a 10 or better.
She's probably.
Alright.
50-50.
Okay.
upcaster.
Fuck yourself, just bitch.
Why is he rolling?
That's a natural 1.
Yes! Go ahead and pull out that card.
Dragons
You
are
don't get a
magical,
card.
so he just dies.
Not how that works.
I know.
I was
Who's
getting ready
in
to throw
anything
a
magical
card if it had
beings?
been over.
No.
you get a card.
No, it's not an attack roll, it's a saving throw. Okay, so his mage armor and shield are dispelled. So his AC just dropped by 8. His energy resistance cold and fire shield cold just dropped, so he's no longer taking half cold damage and then resisting 30. He's no longer hasted, he's no longer prot good, he's no longer prot lawful. And there was one more thing. Oh, he's no longer bark skinned to up his natural armor. So,
Kuru.
Yeah, no, that's the usual
Did he
kind of
have
buffs.
magic items on him?
somebody else. Well, most of those he cast himself because he is a sorcerer now that the headpiece is removed.
Right.
But the bark skin was cast on him by somebody back in camp. But because he can fly like hundreds of miles an hour.
There's one piece of information we should take away from this. He's acting on his own accord.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he could fly away because any mind
He
affecting
would've messed up
abilities or
that
anything
hard.
like that.
Yes, that is also true. He would no longer be considered possessed, dominated, charmed, compelled, compulsed, all of those
Exactly.
things. Those are all gone.
So he is now.
So if he's here because he wants to be here.
Does
Yes.
it shrink down in size at all?
No.
Okay, so it's not.
It actually gets a little bigger.
I was suppressing my power.
Okay.
He went to Super Dragon.
My limiter's good.
Alright, so with that, we are back to Van.
Alright. Lightning Bundle should have caught up at this point, or will catch up this round.
Yeah, that's fine.
He will. I told him to attack the thing, so regardless, he's gonna attack it.
Yep.
Since he just arrived, he attacked. Now that happened, there's a possibility. 26.
Still misses.
Yeah, that's fine. Good try. Does Van notice if the dragon has an epiphany of what am I doing? Why am I here?
He seems very pissed, but
Still
he
looks
does, it's
like-
not like he's snapping back into himself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was looking for. It's
I
like
can do it on my shit.
he hasn't technically attacked, so my ready action never had triggered before. So I know I'm outside of my first range of command right now. I am, and I'm still shaken from him.
Yes.
Was there any save for that at any point, or durations for a while?
It'll last for 24 hours.
Gotcha. Well then I can't move willingly closer, right? Or is that only when you're scared?
That's when you're frightened.
Right. So I could if I really wanted to, but
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't. So I'm over 30 feet, but not over 60.
Yes.
It looks like okay. So then I'll just take the -2 for the first range increment.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll throw force. I will throw some force bombs at him.
Okay.
Where are you?
I'm over there.
Okay. Because once again, I still have one of your bombing run bombs.
Oh, now do your thing. So also,
Away.
yeah, go ahead and hold on that. She was ready in action to shoot. Now that all of his buffs are off, she is going to shoot the dragon slaying arrow again.
Oh, okay.
It's not ready dead, so it'll work.
That's true.
Yeah. Does anybody?
That's what I was trying to assist. I didn't know how to do it though.
With what?
I have no idea.
Two strikes.
You just want him to help.
He just like
wants to help. I want to help.
I just want to do something.
Alright,
actually.
does anybody have a card or
Card.
something that would be able to give a buff to an
Yes.
attack roll?
I mean, I'll give her a +10 to
I
being
actually
able to
do.
hit.
That would
Well, that's
help.
perception checks, not to hit.
I mean, she's aiming her bow.
That would have helped me when I was trying to do my.
Where did that come from?
The,
The target is treated as if he successfully used stealth for 3 rounds. Okay, so we'll say that you're hitting as flat-footed. So a little bit
Give her a
higher.
+10.
oh,
+5
is
to
that
hit.
the card I gave you? Yeah, he got it from me, whiskey boy.
Yeah.
Give her some. I have a +10 to perception checks.
Not what's needed. You just need like an attack roll, or actually, I'll let somebody burn.
Would you let me burn a card for something?
Yeah, I'll let her do the 5e advantage, where she rolls 2 and takes the higher.
Here.
Hold on, just take.
No, it's not one we're ever gonna need.
At the appraise one.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
+10 to one appraise check. Not exactly what I call messily useful.
All right, roll 2, take the highest. You're rolling at a +22 currently, and your
Watch her
target
roll
is
double
flat-footed.
crit, and we're all upset.
I don't see how
Two
it's
crits.
double
If she
crit.
rolls double crit, she can use both.
So 30.
A 30 misses.
Even flat footed.
It's not touch, it's flat-footed.
Can I give up a card to make her re-roll those?
I'll accept 2 cards to let her reroll.
Buddy, wait. We can both do
Tag
it.
team it.
Tag team it. Yeah. There you go.
I'm so glad I spent money on that bottle of whiskey and watch all these burn cards.
All
But
right.
hey, they're getting used.
All right, reroll
Yeah.
it.
We
We believe in you, Sierra.
No, this is the card you gave me, bud.
And like,
I know.
I tried to stop
not-
you
yeah,
because
that's-
had
I
this
know, I'm just
weird-
saying, it's like, well, I'm really glad I bought all these cards. They're just burn cards at this point.
Yeah.
We have actual attack.
Later.
Like, we have a card that makes them flank the entire
19.
combat.
That threatens to critical with you.
Yeah, it does.
Good.
So
Nice.
that's a
Like, and then someone said,
43.
Oh.
Either
20.
+22 or +24. 22. So that's a 41. Okay. A 41.
Flat-footed.
Yes.
Alright, yeah,
Alright.
re-roll it now to see to confirm it.
Yeah, you do technically need to confirm.
Dragon Slayer.
It's the same bonus. Yeah, that's per the rules for confirming. You take any bonus you had in the attack roll and use it to confirm.
Go ahead.
Alright, so the 9. That is a 31. A 31 confirms.
Oh,
Yeah,
Now these
31
buffs
AC.
are gone.
Well, to touch AC.
No, flat-footed.
Flat foot.
And I made sure that was with the dragon bears.
Yep, you did clear that. Okay, so,
So we-
do you remember the type of check he has to make? It's a special check. It is a con saving throw, not a fort saving throw, right? So he doesn't get to add a whole bunch of other buffs and stuff
And
to
he
it.
has a negative level.
And he does have a negative level. Because he was not true resed.
And he's also flanked.
He was raised dead.
He would no. That's regular resurrection.
Yep.
Raised dead would have been 2 negative levels.
Yep.
But she
Undead.
No, about the execution. You said that.
Yeah, we didn't keep
5,000
the
gold.
execution.
5,000.
All right. Do you remember what the
Res
DC
is
was?
10,000. True res is
It
25.
was.
Per
I think it's 20.
Yeah. Granted, it should be expensive. It should be like it's gonna be resurrected.
At the same time, if you really care about an individual, their life is still worth 25,000.
Yeah, but also
Oh, you still got that
pros and cons about
Do I need to look this up?
hell yeah.
No. It's from the book. I just wanted to see if she had it.
Oh, the DC.
Yeah.
I think it was something around 57.
50,000.
That makes sense.
The dragon slaying arrow?
It's in the name. I mean,
But it's not a dragon slaying arrow. It's different.
Yeah.
It's modeled after one, but it is an artifact.
Yeah, this is like what it should be by the name.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, right here it would just say 100 points of damage.
Yeah.
I just I wrote it down.
We'll give it a solid 25.
I can literally just flip in the back of the book. I'm just trying to make sure that she's got like, she's the master note taker.
Yeah, so and you're making her go through every one of
Bam,
those
look
notes.
at that.
No.
On saving throw, this is no combat.
You didn't write down the
If he
DC.
fails, he's no
30.
notch, just roll plus combat. That's his throw. That's his
That's what
saving.
he rolls.
If he
Yeah.
fails, his slay saves, he gets plus.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it's
Oh,
the
DC.
straw.
Yeah. Okay. It's a DC 25.
All right, everybody pull your cards and make him reroll.
He had a real low last time.
Yeah, because remember, it's just a flat con bonus.
He rolled a
to it.
3 last time too.
Yeah. So his bonus to this is normally +8, but he has a negative level.
+7.
So +7. So he needs an 18 or higher.
Oh, okay, he's crit fishing.
Kinda, yeah.
Well, then roll it.
Roll bad, roll bad, roll bad.
Who what?
Someone had a plus 17 against something earlier. Yeah.
That was me.
Plus 16 regular shooting.
Alright, here we go.
Quick, Sierra, distract him.
That's a 14. Alright, so the arrow strikes true, and right as he is ready to unleash his first breath weapon down into...
He makes an oh shit face because he recognizes that arrow.
Yep, and the arrow goes right true home into the heart, kills him instantly, and he comes barreling down into this gateway over here.
Oh god. I thought
Hey,
you said
Bernardo is
down on
literally
top of
going,
this.
what the shit? That's exactly where I fucking hit him! What the hell is that shit?
Yeah.
You shoot the scale.
2 times.
She's the
Good shot.
he said the dragon.
Same dragon, though.
He said hey, can we take the fucking head this time?
Yeah, if you guys live, you can take the head this time.
Can we get our arrow back at least?
You should add that to your character sheet, East of the Dragon Slayer.
100%.
Times 2.
I don't think Sorton will like that.
Twice
Tell him.
twice the dragon's lair.
We should
It's a
all...
personal title.
And tell him
Alright.
don't do legend lore on you, then you'll be alright.
Nice. So,
Nice.
we are going to call it here for the night.
Yeah, makes sense.
Kill
As
4 more hours.
you turn your attention to the east, and you see Duncan and his entourage flying up over the wall of the town, moving in this way.
The wall
Duncan,
Gauss is
Joe,
apparently on the other side
Zachariah,
of...
and...
Perception
It's
check on the
Duncan,
guys.
Joe, and Zagrid.
Oh, just those 3?
It's just those 3.
What about the other 2?
You
Ballsy.
don't- they're
They
not there.
disappeared.
They're coming from the west.
I will
three
give
from the east,
Duncan
2 from the
that.
west.
That is ballsy.
Is it?
It's just
They
them
almost
and those
spanked
2.
us
We
with
can
3
take 'em now.
people.
All right, good job, guys.